Record it.
I always record it. Okay, here we go. Yeah, it's muscle memory. Here we go.
Just toast. I'm gonna think about it some.
FOTMs, do you know what time it is? It's toast time. Toast, featuring Stu Stone,
idea.
Cam Gordon, and Toronto Mike.
Yeah.
That's toast.
Yeah.
Yeah, just toast.
Is that offensive that I kept their names in?
Not anymore.
It's a bit now.
It's a little late.
You've probably done more toasts than they did.
Oh, yeah.
I think so now. I think we established that.
Yeah.
But they did Pandemic Friday for 76 weeks.
Yes. So we got a little bit of work to do.
Welcome to episode 1772 of Toronto Mic'd, proudly brought to you by Great Lakes Brewery, a fiercely independent craft brewery who believes in supporting communities, good times, and brewing amazing beer. Order online for free local home delivery in the GTA. Palma Pasta. Enjoy the taste of fresh, homemade Italian pasta and entrees from Palma Pasta in Mississauga and Oakville. Toronto's actually, it's October 1st. Oh, I'll get this right for tomorrow. Much love to Toronto's waterfront BIA. You got a free day. Blue Sky Agency, the official distributor of Silence, quiet, comfortable, and customizable office pods. Create sanctuary within your workspace. RecycleMyElectronics.ca. Committing to our planet's future means properly recycling our electronics of the past. And Ridley Funeral Home, pillars of the community since 1921. Today, returning for the 46th episode of Toast, it's Bob Willette.
46 slices of deliciousness.
And Rob Preuss. Okay, I have a song. I've been waiting to play this. Let's listen to this.
Ready? Go!
Come on, Bimbo, please.
Well done, and out comes Bimbo, and here's Bimbo with
Introducing Bimbo, the birthday clown, and the son of Happy.
Here he goes.
Bimbo, Bimbo, I'm the birthday clown, you know. Bimbo, Bimbo, here I am to start the show. Bimbo, Bimbo, I would like to say. To you and you, a very happy birthday.
Happy 60th birthday, Rob Preuss.
Thank you. It's been a week. It's been.
Oh, you're going to get Brian Dunn all excited if you do that.
It's been.
How does it feel being on the north side of 60?
Not very far north.
Yeah, just barely.
Just barely.
Just past that mark.
I didn't say it was far north.
I know, it's true. It's fine now. It was a little weird, actually.
You were not happy with it. You were talking. We talked a little bit, just briefly, off the air last time.
And the week leading up to it actually got a little. I was thinking about. I don't know. It started to feel like a weird pressure thing, and I'm not sure why. And then I realized, oh, it's fine. What are you gonna do? And I think I felt that at every decade. Like it's when you hit the
decade
next
ones get you.
The decades get. And I got that when I was 20. When I was 19, I was like, oh my God, I'm turning 20. I'm still in this band. What am I gonna do? So that was a long time ago.
Is that true?
Yes, it's true. That was my midlife crisis, which is why I left the band like 3 months later. Yeah,
so crazy.
So
where do you think that pressure was coming from?
Just internalized.
Is it your German parents?
No, just the idea of reassessing where you are in your life and what you're doing.
But at 20 and you're in a successful band, you're getting all your clothes from Stitches.
Well, no, but honestly, I think it was Thrifties.
Sorry, I made the same mistake, right?
Yes, you did.
I always think it's Stitches too. It's
but at 20, I think that I had started. I was playing in another band. I was playing in a band called Perfect World, along with the Spoons.
Okay.
I had just done a recording session with Nile Rodgers in New York. I played on the Sheen Easton record, and
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, you knew that. Well, yeah,
He might not have known that.
Maybe you gave that gem to Toronto Legends.
No, I did not. And then with the Spoons, there was we were having management troubles and record company. We weren't releasing records, and I was like, "What's going on?" And I just started sort of reassessing it all, and I thought, well, now I'm 20. God.
And now that's followed you. Do you have similar memories around 30 and 40? And did you get divorces around those years and stuff too?
Every decade gets a divorce.
Don't tell Leia.
Be careful. I believe your wife is on the live stream.
Cha-Cha might be on the line. No, but I think that there is a certain acknowledgement of life moving on as you get older, and but 60 feels fucking heavy. Like,
I could.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm coming up on 50 in January, so I feel you.
Yeah, I felt
you.
I felt it a little bit turning 50. I felt it a little bit turning 40, 30, sure, but at the same time, you realize, oh yeah, but this is like when people are coming into their prime of their lives as well. 60, you're tipping over,
right?
You know,
yeah,
you're not really, but seriously, 60 is closer to 80 than it is to 20, which is weird.
Yeah.
So
no, I get it.
I think it's because 50 is a lot like 50 is a lot like 40. Like it's just sort of a bleeds in. Like it's similar.
It is now. Yeah.
You tell yourself that.
I live in the present, Bob Willette, okay? But 60, I think the next one is 70.
God, yeah.
And I think 70 is like, oh, my back and what's the Mo Berg line from I'm an adult now? My sight and hearing is fading.
Well, actually, I'm at that point now where my like the generation above me, like would be if my dad was around, or someone like aunts and uncles and stuff.
Yeah,
it's I'm calling it hip and knee replacement era. Yeah. Everybody's getting their hips and their knees done, and it seems like, and they seemed kind of. They have people like Uncle Phil, who you know, and Uncle Phil's a big listener.
Love Uncle Phil.
Uncle Phil's had a bunch of stuff done, and it's like he's an athletic guy. He played hockey 5 days a week.
So what's up with that? Like I saw Brian Gerstein, propertyinthesix.com. He got like both hips replaced.
Yeah.
Wow.
But isn't he like a tennis playing fit guy?
But that's my point. Yeah,
So-
it's the people who you don't even think. Like,
Just like wear and tear over.
Yeah.
And he's not in his.
There's no
60s.
guarantees for anybody.
No.
No,
Well, I
no
don't
matter
know
how
how old-
fit you are,
Yeah.
no matter how old
No.
you are, right? That's the weird thing when something's going to come out of the blue. So every year you get is a gift.
Well,
So-
speaking of a gift, I have a small gift for you for your birthday.
Wow.
Speaking of 50s, it's German favorites of the early
Come
50s.
on.
Yes.
Oh my God, I love this.
It's I
love that album.
I was I was diving. I was doing.
Were you really?
Yeah. I was doing some diving, and I saw that, and I thought, you know what, I got to get that for Mr. Preuss.
It's got Im Hafen von Landano.
Yeah, which of course is so famous for
Vinke, Vinke.
Hey, does it
Thank
have
you.
David Hasselhoff on there?
It does not.
It does not.
It
He
predates Hasselhoff.
predates, but it's
It's 1961.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's I had a good buddy of mine. He's got one of those really good ultrasonic cleaners and stuff. And
no way.
So
Amazing.
I had it cleaned and everything. It still is. It's a little rough around the edges.
That's the
but
way I like it.
It's got some crackle and pop to it.
Thank you. I love
you're
the snap,
welcome.
crackle,
Happy
and pop.
birthday.
Amazing. Thank you.
It's
Bob, I
silly.
have a gift for you as well.
What? No, you don't.
It is a new German beer.
Oh, yes.
So what is that beer from Great Lakes I put in front of you?
Oh yeah.
Troy just
it's
brought it
Fest
over.
beer.
What?
Fest beer.
I want a fest beer too.
Do you want a Fest beer?
I only got one.
You only got one?
Oh,
You
well,
wanna
he
share
should
it?
have it.
No, you can have it.
Okay.
I think of you, Bob, as the beer aficionado.
Well, I'm the guy, but I don't like a hoppy beer. I like lagers and pilsners, and this is a lager. This is
I like a
perfect.
hoppy beer.
Now, see, that's why you have the sunny side, which is
Well, it's not. It's not a sunny side.
It's a summer.
The summer
Oh,
ale.
it's the summer
I wanted to
ale.
hear. I just wanted Bob's review of it because
Oh,
Monica's
of
a big
that?
fan. It's got
Of
like a lemon ginger thing going.
This
there.
thing does the
No,
Fest?
the summer ale.
Well, which one am I drinking?
Well, this summer ale was for Rob.
Oh, okay.
And these two, the lager.
Yeah,
and,
you know
and
what?
I wasn't even sure what the German one was.
By the way, yeah, this is Fest beer. It's a lager. By the way, I had last time you gave me some parting gifts, and I had a little barbecue with the in-laws and stuff, and my brother-in-laws were going on about how much they liked the lager. They had Great Lakes before, but I don't think they had the Sunnyside and the Canuck Pale Ale, but they were big fans of the
It's
Great
funny.
Lakes
I was
lager.
at a barbecue last weekend, and they had the premium lager from Great Lakes there, and I was having like this sausage and this and this lager, and it actually paired so perfectly. I'm like,
absolutely.
this is amazing.
Yeah.
You know, my local Food Basics by my sister's place in Burlington, because they're all selling beers now. They've got a couple of Great Lakes. They only carry, so far every time I've been, they only carry the lager.
Yeah.
And Octopus Wants to Fight,
That's a big one too.
which is cool.
Yeah, that's another popular one.
It's a
I'll
nice
try this
contrast.
right now. There's are you guys gonna? Are you
yeah.
gonna have
Crack
a
it on the mic.
breakfast?
I'm still finishing my coffee.
Okay, all right. Well, happy birthday. Cheers. That was a good one.
So, did you have a good, happy 60th birthday?
I
Rob?
did have a happy birthday. I played one Mamma Mia matinee, which was great because we only have one on Wednesdays.
I need to thank you on here
Okay,
too.
so what do you think of the summer ale? Not that people can buy it anymore. I think
It's lemony.
Yeah, it's lemony and gingery.
Some citrus shit going on.
Well, ginger and lemon for
Wheat
sure.
ale with lemon. It's totally.
it's a wheat.
I can taste the lemon and ginger.
Nice.
It's nice actually.
See, Monica's a big fan. I like it too. Summer ale, and it'll be back for next summer.
Is it German beer? It's excellent.
Fest beer.
It's very nice. It's really nice. This Fest beer, I would buy this for sure. Because you know what? It's got more body than the premium lager, which I like. This is a good fall beer. This is like this is a good October beer.
I love Oktoberfest beers.
That's exactly why they have
You
it
know
out
what?
right now.
This is perfect for that. And it would go well with a nice big pretzel and a schnitzel.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Sure.
Rob, so you had a happy 60th.
Yeah, then we went and saw a Broadway musical on Wednesday night. It was called Operation Mincemeat.
Ooh.
It's a new British musical that's sort of taken the world by storm. It was a big hit in London, came to New York in the spring, and one of the actors won a Tony Award for like best supporting actor or featured actor, and it was really good. It was really fun, based on an old
Did you pay
war
full
story.
price for those tickets, or do you have some kind of a discount?
Leia got the tickets for my birthday, and I'm not sure, but they were really good seats.
Excellent.
Leia, put the price in the live chat.
She's got some people.
Let me know what you paid for those
She
tickets.
got a connection.
Can you tell Rob Preuss your connection to, and then tell the story of Palma Pasta and Kathleen Robertson?
Yes, she got her lasagna. My best friend Jim is her brother-in-law, and we were both in Jim's wedding party together 35 years ago. Kathleen and I and a bunch of other
Jim
friends.
marry Kathleen's
Her sister? Yeah, her older sister.
Just tracking this.
Yeah, and so I first met Kathleen.
Because you know who her best friend growing up was, and still is very close to her, is Tom Wilson's wife.
Oh, that's how they're so close as well. That's so funny. Because when I told her that I was going to get the lasagna for her, she texted me and said, "Yeah, Tom Wilson told me it's really good too."
And Tom Wilson's brother-in-law, Andrew, big Palma Pasta fan too. So a lot of connections to Kathleen Robertson.
So I saw Jim yesterday, and I happened to have a lasagna in the freezer, in my sister's freezer, from one of our last visits. So I gave it to Jim to pass along to Kathleen.
Okay, so Kathleen Robertson, because she left here to go do some Reacher stuff, like a fitting and some stuff. So she didn't want to take her lasagna, and you gave her your lasagna, and I have in my freezer lasagna for both of you.
Amazing. Oh, lovely.
Bob, is your freezer full of lasagna?
No, not at all. No. So you got to remember, we depend very much on the extended family on the on my wife's side. Her dad helps a lot, and he loves lasagna. So
oh my God, okay. So
we throw it in quite often, and that's big enough. Laura's one of four, and they all have most of them have kids and wives and stuff and husbands. So if we sit down to a Sunday dinner with everybody, I believe it's 13 of us right now. Yeah. So when it's only half, is we can use the full lasagna and it gets eaten up.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
All right, so I got another one for you. And I also want you two to put on your calendars November 29. It is the last Saturday of November. Noon to 3 p.m. We're going to take over the second floor at Palma's Kitchen.
I remember that last
in Mississauga. And I know, Rob, you got a whole schedule and everything.
That's already bad for me.
What is Bob? We did not see you at TMLX 20 at GLB Brew Pub. What is your excuse this time?
Well, right now is technically those are one of the only 2 days day a week I work. So there's that. And then also it is the Polito.
You're still working.
2 days a week. And the Polito family Christmas, which is the Italian side of Laura's family, is having theirs on Saturday, November 29th.
Have it at Palma's Kitchen.
Sure. Yeah, they'll love that.
It's Italian.
It is Italian. I'm sure they might love it, but I don't know if they'll love the, sharing the space with the TMU universe. So anyhow, maybe we'll see. But right now, yeah, I'm only on the weekends.
$200 a ticket for your birthday gift.
Lock it in now before prices go up.
So $200.
Oh, you're talking about that.
So that's $400 for
USD.
your wife to take. Yeah, well, that's all they know down there.
That's true love.
But $400.
Yeah.
To take you to this show on Broadway.
Yeah.
I wonder if my wife would spend $400 on a gift for me. Maybe, and it is your 60th, so I actually do kind of get it.
Yeah, 9 years to figure that out.
Kayak for my 50th.
That's right.
That's more than $400. But that's a lot of money. But she loves you so much, and
it was a nice surprise.
It is a milestone birthday, so it's worth it.
Yeah, because we don't go to a lot of shows. We sort of pick and choose because it is an expenditure, and honestly, it's sort of like when you have to decide whether you're going to go see a movie in the movie theater or not, and there's things that are worth waiting for and things that are worth paying for. And when it comes to Broadway, we're a lot choosier.
Well, I went to I was lucky enough to go to something at Soul Pepper here in Toronto, King Gilgamesh it's called.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Oh my God, it's so good. And I was lucky enough that when I was introducing Chantal Kraviezek in Stars, actually, the stage manager there is a production person at Soul Pepper.
Oh, cool.
And so she invited me to come to the premiere, which was very lucky because, times are tough in the Willette household. So we got to go but there's something so special and I'm not just saying this because you do it about live theater.
Yeah.
Live theater is just amazing. I love seeing concerts. Yeah. I really do, and I'm lucky enough to see a lot of concerts. But seeing a play, I got chills when I think about this play.
Yeah,
that I just
really?
oh my god, it was so good.
Amazing.
It's a tough sell because you're like, okay, it is this telling of the world's oldest story.
Yeah, Gilgamesh.
Which not everybody knows. Oh, and then there's a bunch of Arabic jazz music as well.
Wow.
And they're like, what? But when you see it, you're like, holy shit, this was good. It was really good.
That's so cool.
Soul Pepper, go see it.
Yeah,
King
Soul
Gilgamesh.
Pepper. That's amazing.
But I was very lucky that, and again, it's more affordable. I think you can get. I think it's like $60 right now. To see that, and that's live. It's got a full band, 2 leads. It's big.
Live theater is a great thing.
It really is.
Okay, before we have Bob let us know because he chose this topic. It's a very personal topic, and we're going to get to the jams. But I do have a couple of quick things here. One is, Bob, can you give us your thoughts on the CFL rule changes that are coming to the Canadian Football League?
So my initial reaction was, this sucks. I still to this day, here's what I want to know. What research did they do to prove that this is going to get more eyes on the game? What research did they do that, where has the complaining about the uprights being
was there a focus group?
Was there some? Yeah, exactly. Or is this just this guy coming in and
what's the rule change?
So there's a couple that they're slowly moving in. The first one is they're making the field down. They're making it more like an American field. Yeah. However, not width-wise. 100 yards, not 110. The end zones are still bigger, but not as big. They're moving the uprights to the back of the end zone where the NFL ones are. They are eventually going. You can't get a rouge anymore by going through the end zone with a missed
Although that
field
was
goal.
kind of dumb, right?
No, I don't think so. I think it was part of the game. It's rugby based. It's very much.
But it's like rewarding somebody for a mistake.
No, but there's nothing like seeing your punter in the back of the end zone trying to catch the ball and punt it out to end the game. The CFL does that. That's amazing. I remember watching Hank Alisic in the 80s and 90s. I remember it was the end of a game and they're going to try to punt it through to win the game. And Hank Alisic is in your so your punter is in your kicker. Your 2 kickers are in the end zone trying to catch the ball and kick it out so you don't get the 1 point. It's very Canadian. We have not lost. I do agree with. Look, it's still 12 guys on the field. Everybody can motion. It's still a very Canadian game. I think
it's still 3 downs.
Yes, it's still 3 downs.
That's the big one.
It's still 3 downs. But they've changed the game clock so that it's going to be longer and you could kill more time. I don't understand how that's going to make the game more interesting. I just want to know the thought process, and I don't understand where. So I don't. And they haven't come out with that. They haven't said that this is. All they've said is this is going to make the game more entertaining. Well, how do you know that?
Right.
Yeah. What? Have you run some AI?
That's weird.
Yeah. So that's my only thought. At first, I was quite angry at it, and I got into a little flame war with a guy on the Toronto Argonauts Facebook page. He's like, "You need to get out more." I'm like, "You're having an argument with a guy on a Toronto Argonauts Facebook page."
That's all it's for.
We both need to get out more. You fucking idiot. So, anyways, it was fine.
And also, what is the point of a Toronto Argonauts Facebook page if not to discuss rule changes?
Yeah.
Sometimes that's the whole point of this. Otherwise, what's the point of anything?
No, exactly. And he was like, "You need to get out more," because I was ranting about
because you didn't like the changes.
Yeah. I was like, well, okay, dude. I'm like, okay, go troll somebody else. I literally did say, yes, maybe I do need to get out more. However, look what you're doing. This might be the height of nerdiness.
Right.
And these changes don't take effect next season, right? It's the season after.
No, yeah. Well, next season,
2027.
Next season, the Toronto Argonaut fans are mad enough already that they lost 4 home games, three or 4 home games, and they couldn't figure out a way to make them in Ontario, so they're just playing away games. I think if they had have done some work.
Because of the World Cup.
Because the World Cup. Right. So they could have had. Well, and that's why the Honda Indies moved to Markham is because of the World Cup. They can't. They moved that up there as well. Which you know what? Let them have it. Keep it. I don't need the Indy downtown. Jesus Christ.
It was always
what
crazy,
a pain in the ass.
I'm not even sure that they want it. I think a lot of people.
No. I think Honda.
Take it back.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, I like the way you hung up the National Slash poster over here.
Oh yeah,
I think that was here last time.
No, I gave it to him last time, or maybe 2 times ago.
I can't remember anything, but
that film, and I composed music for that film. I'm going to have a credit whenever it finally.
When does that film get a viewing?
Apparently, there's it's going to premiere at a film festival in London at the end of October.
Wow!
It's going to have there's a rock doc festival that's going to have the first screening of it, and then apparently there's going to be a premiere in Toronto.
The National Slash.
Very cool.
Sometime in November, apparently there's going to be a screening in Toronto, and I hope I can get to the premiere. Maybe you guys can come as well.
That'd be fun.
Amazing. I'm going to see the premiere of Biff Naked's. Well, the Toronto premiere of Biff Naked's documentary.
Cool.
She's been filming a documentary for years. And
Yeah.
she'd always update me on it. I'm like, okay,
Neat.
it's done. So
That's
I'm going
awesome.
to be seeing it soon here.
That's cool.
Okay, Bob, quick question for Bob. And Rob, you can chime in too.
Okay.
I'm always interested in your input. But I want to know Bob's thoughts on cover bands. Like, would you go see... I just saw, since our last recording, I saw a band called Pearl Jamming.
Pearl Jamming.
What band were they? What band were they covering?
It's Nirvana, ironically.
Alice in Chains.
Oh, cool.
You know what? Pearl Jamming is probably one of the foremost Pearl Jam cover bands out there. They played I know of them because they played the Rib Fest at Woodbine Park.
Yeah, I saw them at Rib Fest.
Yeah. You know what? Okay, so here, would I go? I have gone. So the Linsmore Tavern on Danforth by Greenwood is one of the oldest pubs in the city, and they are pretty much 7 days a week live music, and 6 of those days are cover bands.
Wow.
So one year for my birthday, just post-pandemic, I guess, there was it was a night. It was Red Hot Chili Peppers, Pearl Jam, and Nirvana cover
what a
bands.
lineup!
Wow.
It turned out it was the same band, just different singer.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
It was great. Yeah. So I said, you know what, for my birthday, we'd go there. It's $10 to get in.
Wow.
Look, I got no problem with cover band.
I paid $5 for Pearl Jam.
Yeah. Here's what I'll say. I was doing a corporate gig. I was DJing a corporate gig, and they had a guy who was like a crooner, like
Sinatra?
I wish Sinatra, Dean Martin, that kind of thing. Oh, I don't have his name in front of me. Here's what I liked about him. He wasn't doing a Vegas act. He wasn't pretending to be those guys.
Yes.
I find it hard when they're trying to pretend to be those guys.
Well, this guy's doing an Eddie. Like, he doesn't.
I don't want them to talk like them though.
And or if they try to do the look as well and all that stuff, right?
There's a fine line,
Yes.
I think. You know,
Yeah.
I think there's a fine line where it becomes, it's not mockery, but it loses the authenticity of the fandom. I think, and that might be one of the most snobby things I've ever said.
It's true,
but I find it if they're up there and they look like they're trying to they're cosplay.
Yes.
If they're doing cosplay,
yeah.
I'm not. I have less time for it.
There's a lot of ABBA cover bands that do that.
Yes.
There's a very famous one called Bjorn Again, which then sort of like franchised around the world.
Because the Elvis impersonators have been doing this for decades.
Yes, exactly.
Yep.
And then I think ABBA's the next in line as far as like there's a multitude of them around the world.
There was a couple Kiss ones as
and
well.
A couple Kiss. Yeah. But I think the thing with the ABBA ones, it reflects back on Mamma Mia being such a successful musical. People just want to hear that music in a live context.
I just saw a AC/DC cover.
Really?
Band.
Yeah.
Wow. And quick thought in Pearl Jamming, which was I didn't know, I'm not. I think historically I kind of poo-pooed, like I don't know if I'm too cool for this cover band nonsense, but I fucking loved Pearl Jam.
It was great, right? Yeah, good.
Like it was great. It was great, and they played a lot of great songs.
There's something to be said for being able to hear music in a live environment, even if it's not the band, to get the
and
vibe.
Outdoors too.
Yeah, and to get the vibe of what it was. There's some Queen cover bands that are like that.
And on Saturday night, I'm at the Rec Room for this Jamie Dew, FOTM. Jamie Dew has a podcast thing, and he has hired a Tragically Hip cover band.
Oh, cool.
His band is called... See, I just saw a Tragically Hip cover band called Practically
The Practically Hip is one of the big ones.
I just saw them, but this one's not that, and I can't remember. I'll have to like...
Is it Little Bones? There's one called Little Bones.
Somebody find out the name of the Tragically Hip cover band that is playing the Rec Room on Saturday night for the Jamie Dew hip thing. Thank you very much. Put it on the live stream. Okay, so I'm going to play something.
Okay. Are we moving on to the thing? Like the subject matter?
Well, you can tease it, but then
before we do, I wanted to thank Mr. Preuss here.
Yeah, for what?
For my Church Oregon OK Blue Jays.
I did that in 5 minutes.
So
I watched this.
Yeah, so I came up with this idea. It was
AI did it, right?
No. RP did it over here. Yeah, there you go. No, I came up with this idea. I do this bit on Sundays called the Indie Sunday Service, where I get on and I do a Foghorn Leghorn impression, and I'm doing like the Southern Baptist preacher.
Boy.
And yeah, that's right. Yeah, the Lord has, and I usually end up. It started with me improvising like a sermon based on the songs I'm going to play that hour.
Cool.
Is what it started as, and then I started to get kind of bored with that, and people love it. Like they text the station right away, and then I started changing it up. I'm like, okay, well it's summer, so we'll do all summer things and blah blah blah. And I was like at home at 10 o'clock on Sunday morning, and it hit me. I'm like, I got to do a Blue Jay player names.
That was good.
I was like, they're playing today at the 3 o'clock. I need to do this.
Wow.
So I texted Mr. Preuss, forgetting that you had a matinee on Sundays.
Well, it was early enough.
Totally forgot you have matinees. And I said, could you give me, and you're like, Phantom of the Opera organ or church organ or this? I'm like, church organ. I need your.
Wow.
And he turned it around in 90 minutes and had it to me.
It was less than that even.
It was even. It was
90
amazing.
seconds.
Yeah.
And so thank you so
You're
much.
welcome.
And
It turned out good too.
it sounds great.
Well, I want to thank Rob as well. We're all going to thank Preuss.
What are you
I
thanking
want to
me
thank
for?
Preuss because when I said I had Chris Murphy and Jay Ferguson coming over,
I did that for you too.
you listened
Good
to the new
Lord.
album and you sent in. I'm going to play it because
you?
the guys loved it. Like they wanted more of it. And all I had was this 90 seconds.
Right.
But this is Rob.
Okay. So I'm listening. I just listened to the new album, the new Sloan album, and I love it so much. I mean, I just am really enjoying it. And the last song I love because there's a chord that I freaking love, and I had to figure it out and learn the song. So I'm going to just play it and I'm going to show you because it's just one of those chords that as soon as it hits me, I don't know what it is. It's magic. Anyways, it's this song I already know. Right. So first of all, you get that great piano intro, which is reminiscent of my favorite. It's a little ABBA thing, but you got a nice.
Chris got that right away.
Okay, so then the chords. Nice.
Beatles.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Beautiful. Here's the chord I love.
So
It's a D over an E bass. Anyways, you guys, I love this album, and what a way to finish it off. Thank you.
Wow.
They love
so
that.
cool. Did they enjoy hearing that?
They
I gotta
loved
listen to
it.
that.
And Jay
But I like
Ferguson
how
said best review he's heard yet.
But I like how he described it. He called that chord the medical drama chord, which is what it is.
I think that's Andrew Scott who calls it that.
Really? Yeah, that's right. Andrew calls it that. But I totally got that when he said that. Because that's why I like these like 70s.
Did you enjoy the Sloan episode?
Loved it, but I love the album too. And those guys are cool.
We're playing that on the. We're the only station in Toronto playing that one of the singles off that
Amazing.
album. Yep.
Joe Middleton was at TMLX 20, and he said maybe earlier in the day or the day before, Sloan dropped by Indy 88.
Oh, cool.
Because remember, they were playing the other station,
Yes.
Chorus Key, as we were at TMLX 20, like just down the street, because we were at Jarvis and Queens Key. Okay, I'm bringing this up real quick here. This will be really, really quick, this little journey here. I'm playing this because I just talked to Paula Cole, and this song is the theme song to Dawson's Creek. And I thought maybe I would just tell you what I think is a very interesting story about the theme song to Dawson's Creek. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Do it.
Let Paula do this part. So the fun fact here, we'll get rid of Paula for a moment. The fun fact is, I think his name's Kevin Williamson, but the guy who was putting together Dawson's Creek
Yeah, Kevin Williamson.
wanted this to be the theme song. And I think the original demo or pilot or whatever had this as the theme song.
I'm broke, but I'm happy. I'm poor, but I'm kind.
Chicken shit.
I'm short, but I'm healthy.
So this is the unaired pilot episode that featured
They use
Hand in
this.
My Pocket,
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
by Alanis Morissette from Jagged Little Pill. But then when it got picked up to be a series, Alanis Morissette didn't want them to use the theme. I guess she denied it or whatever. So these two people who are in charge of the music, they're apparently a guy named Stupin and a person named McCullough. They were looking for other options, and they actually commissioned a song by a Canadian singer named Jan Arden.
Really?
receives like a flat fee to create Run Like Mad, and this is the Dawson's Creek theme, okay? So this is a song that Jan Arden made for Dawson's Creek. But the WB had licensed I Don't Want to Wait by Paula Cole, and they used it in like some promo that was running in Blockbuster video stores. So they would show like Dawson's Creek, it was to I Don't Want to Wait.
Yeah.
So the WB suggested that they use I Don't Want to Wait by Paula Cole, and an 11th hour decision, they ended up changing it up. So they didn't use Jan Arden's song.
This is like a follow-up to your Paula Cole episode.
They couldn't. I know. I wish I had all this info for Paula. But they couldn't use Alanis Morissette's song. They paid for this Jan Arden song that they were going to use, and then they switched it up at the 11th hour. And
still went to Paula.
The rest is history. But there's a little bit of one more thing. Okay, so Sony Music failed to secure the rights for home video and online streaming services and didn't want to pay for them later. So when they were making DVDs and some video-on-demand versions of Dawson's Creek, they went back to the Jan Arden version.
Really?
Wow.
So there's a lot of people who don't watch it on the WB, who discover it via certain streaming services, who think this was always
That's funny.
the theme song to Dawson's Creek.
Wow.
Do you think there are a lot of people who started watching on a streaming service Dawson's Creek, never watched it before, and didn't know that the I Don't Want to Wait was the theme?
100%.
I think there's maybe 4 people that are like that.
No, I think there's more. I think there's more than 4. But anyway, they did eventually resolve these licensing issues. I think Paula Cole recorded a new version because she didn't have the rights to her master. She alluded to this in her episode.
Oh, that's right.
Mike.
Yeah.
So when Netflix brought the show back, they ended up using this new version of I Don't Want to Wait.
Paula's version.
Yeah, actually.
Just like Taylor.
Yes.
It's funny. It's funny you mentioned that. Can I take another minute and share?
Sure. Can I just say one thing about Kevin Williamson?
Yeah.
Created Scream.
Yes, he did.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Scream, and he's directing he's writing and directing part 7.
Oh, wow. I
Right
didn't
now,
know that.
the Scream franchise. He created that as well.
Dawson's not doing well right now. James Vanderbeek was unable to attend the very recent reunion. I think Michelle Williams put this together. It was a Dawson's Creek reunion, and they all sang I Don't Want to Wait for James Vanderbeek, who wasn't able to make the trip due to health concerns.
Wow.
I know. He's a young man.
Yeah.
So we're all rooting for James.
I wonder if he's getting his hip replaced.
Oh, no, it's worse than that, I hear.
It's tragic.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so you mentioned Taylor's version.
I did.
It's like you're reading my notes over here, Bob. I don't know what to say. Unbelievable here. I'm going to dedicate this little route before we get to the core here to Stephanie Wilkinson, who was at TMLX 20 at GLB Brewpub and is a big Swiftie. Like, she's a big-time Swiftie, much like my 9-year-old daughter. So
I'm a Swiftie, too. Her new album comes out on Friday.
they walk amongst us.
The air was cold.
Did you see Mark Maron's special?
No.
Really good.
Really?
I'll tell you a quick story.
No, I mean...
Okay, so Mark Maron, hit the last bit in his new Netflix stand-up special.
Yeah. I have to
He
watch
plays a part of a Taylor Swift song.
Yeah.
And it cost him $75,000. I think it was the final thing. Like, just to play like 30 seconds of a song. And that was a friend price.
Wow.
Well, I hear Rob Preuss's wife was going to license that song for his 60th birthday.
Yeah.
That's right.
I highly recommend the Mark Maron.
I gotta watch it, yeah.
Scorched Earth, Mark Maron is great.
Well,
Is he still doing the podcast?
No, he's ending it. I don't know if it's in.
he's wrapping it up.
Is he going to have a big finale? Do we know?
I don't know.
Okay, so why am I playing this? I'll get cut to the chase here.
All Too Well.
You know this song?
Yeah. I played this song on the piano.
This is All Too Well, Rob. And,
Yeah.
the fun version is this version I'm playing is officially has this name, okay? All Too Well, and then in parentheses, 10-minute version.
Yeah.
And then in parentheses, Taylor's version, and then in parentheses, From the Vault.
Yeah.
So this is a super parentheses jam.
It's a double parentheses.
3, triple.
Oh, triple. Sorry, yeah.
10-minute version, Taylor's version, From the Vault. Also, ready for a mind blow?
Always.
You guys sitting down?
Sitting.
Don't look at my notes, Rob.
I'm not looking.
This is the longest song in the history of the Billboard Hot 100 to hit number 1.
Wow.
The longest song, because this song, well, it goes on and on.
It says 10-minute version right in the cover, right in the title.
All right, so Anybody want to guess what song had that record before All Too Well, 10-minute version, Taylor's version from the vault?
My immediate guess was going to be Paradise by the Dashboard Light, or the one where Puff Daddy took that Led Zeppelin song.
Or Bohemian Rhapsody.
These are all good guesses.
Really?
Fair.
Bohemian. This is longer than Bohemian.
I can still
Bohemian Rhapsody is 5:55.
Wow.
Music used to
It's
make
nothing,
me
okay?
smile.
So, this for 50 years.
And I knew if I had my chance.
This little jam you might have heard once or twice.
Yeah.
Oh, Madonna's cover is probably your favorite version, right, Rob?
No.
So 50 years, this song was the longest song to hit number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100.
With every paper
And now it's
I deliver,
All Too Well, Taylor's version.
That's super cool.
Okay, one more thing I want to share, if that's okay. So we're talking about songs that went to long songs that went to number 1, but the longest song that cracked the top 100. So it's a Hot 100, right? The Billboard's Hot 100. The longest song to crack the top 100. I think this is wild. Just let it soak in a bit here. Let me drink my coffee. This song cracked the top 100.
Sounds like it's from a soundtrack.
Yeah.
I don't think it got very high, but it did crack the top 100. I should have taken a note. Oh yeah, there is some haters on Reddit.
Oh, yeah.
So just because I see it in the live stream, I was going to talk about this on FOTMcast, but just a little teaser is that I think if you just want to celebrate Canada's greatest band, Sloan, okay, and you just want to hear about the amazing new music and the fact they're still together and they're going on tour, and you're looking for like an extended PR, like a press release, right?
Yeah.
I think you'd be a little upset with my conversation on Friday.
You think?
Oh yeah, no, they're not fans of. They said this. They're saying that Chris sounded really exhausted. No, drained. They said definitely drained was Chris. Chris was drained during this interview.
Really?
Yeah.
During your here?
Yep.
Oh, that's funny.
Well, that's somebody on Reddit who's a super fan because they're in the Sloan music.
Yeah, these are Sloan
subreddit,
fans.
right?
I mean, Trash Panda 1733 just ends with straight to the point. Toronto Mike sucks.
Oh, jeez.
Fucking love Trash Panda.
There he is.
Yeah, I thought you guys were close.
Jesus.
So
okay.
weird.
And
So what did we listen to?
I think that's Cam Gordon.
Is this is not on the was not on the charts.
Yeah, that's where I'm going here.
Not this part.
There will be more about the Sloan episode in FOTMcast on Friday. I love Sloan and respect Sloan, and I was wearing a Sloan t-shirt during the episode. But at the same time, I'll discuss this in more detail on Friday. I felt like I can't have Chris and Jay in the basement if I don't ask for some commentary on things said in this very basement in 2025 from the other half of Sloan.
Yeah. Right. I appreciated
Patrick
that.
and Andrew were over here.
Yeah.
And they said some things. Like, am I supposed to? Oh, I don't want to upset anybody.
Right.
Like, it was on my mics.
Do you know what I thought was
they
really?
said it publicly.
Yeah. You know what I thought was really
It wasn't a
interesting?
private chat.
It made me reflect on the bands that I've been in, and the fact that it always comes down to like camps in a band.
Yeah.
So you've got Chris and Jay. Reminded me of when Johnny and Derry from Honeymoon Suite came over. And Johnny and Derry have sort of always been the driving force, even though the band has been relatively unchanged for 40 years. Johnny and Derry are like the old married couple that run that shit. And it's similarly in the Spoons, Gordon Sandy. And so bands need like, there's always like two. It was like what John and Paul used to be in the Beatles.
Yeah.
And then John's gone and Paul lives on with the legacy, and John's history becomes more mythological, right? But Chris and Jay, I thought it was cool how you interjected those other guys in there as well.
I just did my thing.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't have an agenda to get anybody. I just wanted a real talk conversation. I wasn't, you know, if
it was interesting because they
Patrick whispered in my ear, you know, this guy was fucking this secretary or whatever.
Well, watch the Hip documentary. You saw it there. Like you saw, Paul Langlois wouldn't say shit about shit. Paul was all about Gord.
Yeah. Paul
and Gord were the one side, and the other guys were the other.
Yeah.
That is clear.
Yeah.
And in there was Jake in the middle, and then Bernie as well. It happens in every band.
That's what it is.
The Sloan band dynamic is fascinating.
It really is.
And I have half the band in the basement, and I just had the other half.
Of course, you
earlier.
have to do do it. You did well.
Yeah, no, it was very cool.
Well, that means a lot to me. But it's if you were a diehard fan looking
you
for
do
a
things
press
I wouldn't be
release-
comfortable doing. No, I mean it. I
go
listen-
there.
Because then I take hits like this from the Slam fans.
Well, no, it's good for you know what. The thing is, you ask the Slam fans. You ask questions as a fan,
yes,
and not as a journalist, not as a media guy.
Yep.
You ask fans like they were like, oh, he only talks about 3 years of music, is what one of the complaints that they had about you.
Yeah.
That's okay if you did. I don't think that's true. First
It's not
of all,
true.
but it's not true at all.
No.
But
Dare you?
But that's
How
their.
dare you, trash panda?
But that's their their reality is their whatever. So, but my point is but even if you did, these guys came on knowing what you bring to the table.
Yes.
It's not like Gino Vanelli walking into the basement going, "What the fuck is this?
Yeah.
Where am I?
Right.
There was no. Yeah, they were alone.
They all know you. It's
Alfred wasn't
fine.
hiding in the wings.
No, it was good. I thought it was really cool.
So this fucking song. That's
Yeah,
Yeah, what is this?
right. So this is the longest song ever to crack the top 100. This is Andre 3000.
I was just gonna say I
is
thought
it his
maybe
flute?
it was. It's flute shit.
Oh.
Do you want to know the title of this fucking song?
Yes,
I can't wait to say this.
Yes, it is. Oh wow.
I swear I really wanted to make a rap album, but this is literally the way the wind blew me this time. Sorry,
That's the title?
So the full title is I swear, comma, I really wanted to make a rap album. Rap is in like quotes. But this is literally the way the wind blew me this time. That's the record for the longest song.
Amazing.
And it's longer than, obviously than Taylor's version of
Good for
All Too
him.
Well, okay? Well, then one last thing, and we're going to get to the fucking jams, but here's the song. Oh, that Sloan talk's got me all punchy now. This is the song that had the record for longest song to crack the top 100 before Andre 3000 took that record away from them. My goodness gracious. Let me hear Bob Willette name that tune here. Hold on. I don't think Rob's going to have a chance. I think Mike's on the live stream. Mike, let's see how long it takes you to name that tune.
Sounds Buddhist.
Yeah. That bell.
You know who would get this? I think already Robbie J would have had this by now.
So is it a late 80s CFNY?
No, but when you hear the band, you'll be like, yeah.
Is it you too?
Nope. Why don't you tell us the topic, Bob?
Okay.
And then,
So, much to Mike's chagrin, because he thinks it's too inside and too much about us.
yeah, too subjective.
Yeah, too subjective. Everything's subjective. That's
If I
the
say
whole-
songs about the moon,
Yeah,
right?
I could. Maybe I'll do a song with
Ooh,
Keith Moon.
That's a good idea.
well, that's still, at least that's a moon song.
Yeah, you would do that.
Hey Hey. Is this Mike's got Hey Hey? I don't know this.
Yeah, I feel like it's got a long build-up before it gets
Does
into
it, though?
something. Okay, so tell us the topic.
So the topic
Son
is
of a bitch.
songs that have had a profound impact on you, and that's all. Songs that have had a profound impact on you. I don't care how. Just that songs that have moved you is the best way of putting it.
Personally profound jams.
Just profound,
I need to
yeah.
think of a short way to write it. I think
Songs
profound
that, songs that have had a profound impact.
And they're meaningful to us.
Yeah, that's a profound.
I mean, that's
means.
profound. Yeah.
Oh, is this Tool?
Yes.
Yeah.
How did you get what was
Oh no, it's I'm getting it now.
Oh,
with the
okay,
thing.
with the guitar. Yeah.
That does sound like got into a Tool sound there.
Mike got it online.
It's called, oh, did he? I knew he would. Fear Inoculum is the name of this Tool song that cracked the top 100. And it was the longest song in the top 100 until Andre 3000's. I swear.
Oh my God, that's right.
I really wanted to make a rap album, but this is literally the way the wind blew me.
As soon as Maynard
time.
started, I would have got it. But I realized with bands like Tool, I think I've said this before, Tool and Deftones specifically, they're bands that I love 5 or 6 songs. And that's it. Like 5 or 6 songs that I love.
You know my favorite Tool song still is, because it's the first song I heard and I used to...
Sober?
Sober.
Yeah. Yeah.
That takes me back to the Phoenix.
Yeah.
And, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
We're
So,
going...
profound songs.
Profound
songs that you have had songs that have had a profound impact on
Is
you.
Bob going to start today?
Do you want him to? I have you starting. But,
Maybe the person who comes up with the topic is the start.
Oh, that's interesting.
Maybe the person who comes up with the topic should close.
Oh,
Sure.
that's true too.
Sure.
That's a good idea.
Well, I'm full of good fucking ideas, okay? Pay attention,
That's why
Ron
you're
Preuss.
here.
Careful, Trash Panda 17, whatever. He's coming after you.
Show me your phone. I want to see how you're logged into Reddit.
No, no, I'm not.
Are
No,
you Trash Panda?
I'm not.
17?
I assure you, I'm not Trash Panda. But you can't. I might be logged into Reddit under an account that I wouldn't be very proud of showing some of the subreddits I go on.
Oh, I don't even go. I've never been on Reddit.
Oh, Reddit's the best.
Reddit is a daily stop for me
Is
to
it?
see what's in the zeitgeist. Like it's a good
But
aggregator.
do you follow specific channels? Or how does it work?
Yeah, of
So
course.
like
But
things
there's
you're interested in.
I do two things. I don't know what Bob does. I do two things. Reddit.com
Yeah.
would be
the front page.
Would be
The front page,
no, there's two things. Reddit.com is my subreddits I'm subscribed to.
Okay.
Reddit.com/r/all all gives you the everything. So
Okay.
that's what's big in for everybody. Like not specific.
My
subreddits you're
my
subscribed to.
Reddit is RQEQ. Actually, if you find
that's
if you
so
see
cool. I still love that name.
If you see RQEQ, that's me. I'll tell people that one.
I learned a little about, like, now that you mentioned Reddit, there was some chat about it yesterday on the line because after Trump gave his, what's his name, gave their bullshit military, whatever. Oh, my God. Apparently
he mentioned 51st State again yesterday.
I know.
Stay
there
vigilant.
But apparently there's a military
Vigilant.
Reddit where people were like commenting like, well, who is this? What's going on?
I like the
Bullshit.
fact that they're still at a place where they don't applaud.
Yeah.
Like they're still quiet after. What's that? Pete Hegseth? when
Yeah.
he did his-
That was like drop a needle quiet.
Oh my God.
And it was on purpose.
For sure.
Thank God. I was worried if they start to, I don't know, clap or something.
No, they were like, this might be, I don't want to say it. I was at the beginning of the end, but I don't know.
Well,
We'll see.
we've been saying that all year.
I know, but I feel like now that they've, did you hear what they said? We're not going to engage, but I don't want to get into it. We're not going to, these laws of engagement, forget it. You can't have a beard, no law of engagement, laws of engagement.
You can't be fat.
You can't be fat. We're going to.
I heard you spit, we hit.
Yep. No, it's
It's all ridiculous.
It's right out of the page.
Come home, Rob.
Yeah,
Rob.
seriously.
Rob.
No,
come
you know
home.
what? You're working.
Yeah,
Stay down
no,
there.
it's. I enjoy the challenge of like putting up with this bullshit, and I ain't afraid.
It's crazy.
Introduce your first, what is it again? Profound, like personally profound jam.
Songs that had a profound impact on you.
Who's going
I don't
first?
understand why you
when
can't
I get
do
to
that.
mine, I found it difficult for a couple of reasons, but I'll save it till it's my turn. I'm gonna.
I
go
found it
second.
difficult too, actually.
So why did you find it difficult? Maybe we have the same feelings.
So
on this.
I found it difficult because for me, all music is
Right.
profound, right?
They all
Is
profoundly
profound
affect you.
in a universal sense. But what
No,
about
no. It all affects me. Like literally,
all music gives you an emotional reaction?
almost all music does. Okay. Because what I do is I tie so much.
Even that Andre 3000 song.
I don't really know that. I like it though. It was really cool. But when I like music, it's profound because it has
Interesting.
it has a meaning to me.
Okay.
Where I think I don't remember my world without music in it.
Yeah.
And because I started playing piano when I was 5, my connection to music was always developing and deepening. And so I have this weird, I always call it like a Rain Man connection because I hold pockets of information in my head that I can't really describe because it's just there. Yeah. So it's just part of who I am. So for me to look at what I would consider profound music, profundity. It's hard to like pick
produce. This is a great question of our time.
That's exactly right.
It's like pasta or pasta.
It's pasta.
They all work. But
I say pasta.
But all music to me has a meaning, and it can be meaningful to you.
Foyer or foyer?
Foyer. Jesus Christ. What
foyer?
It's foyer.
Album or album?
Oh, album. Also.
Oh, that's I got it, guys, ladies, and this is especially for Liza Fromer. If you're listening at home, Rob Preuss just winked at me.
Oh, what about liquor
You know
or
what?
liqueur?
Liquor.
I've
or
never heard liqueur.
Liqueur or liqueur?
I think there's differences.
Americans, you say liqueur for liqueurs.
I don't
what
like
we
that.
call them. No, I hate it. Oh, it's the worst.
That's weird.
I follow a bunch of
Can I
bartenders.
confess something?
Yeah.
When Rob winked at me,
It moved?
It moved.
it moved.
Never mind.
All right, let's go. Let's get
Okay. Profound music.
Yeah.
It's profound.
I understand. You know what? I understand.
Yeah, yeah.
Can
That's
I
an
tell you?
interesting
Oh, well, I'll
conundrum.
save it for my time.
was-
I found this to be by far the most difficult topic for any
By
host
far.
or- yeah.
Wow.
I think it's difficult.
You're
difficult
welcome.
because I just had to make choices. I had to
But we don't have
reduce.
veto power, right, Rob Preuss?
No.
That's a key detail. I,
like
want
that
the
challenge.
listenership to know.
Yeah.
Why I
Even
picked
though
it. You hated it.
I have to record this and drop it. If I don't like the topic,
Yeah.
I have to
Suck it up,
suck it up, Buttercup.
That's right.
Absolutely. Any words before your first jam, Rob Preuss?
No, it's going to be profound from the beginning.
Well, you know what? It took too long to play, and I thought I didn't press it, so I'm going to do that again. I'll fix it in post.
Hello, everyone. This is your Action News reporter with all the news that is news across the nation on the scene at the supermarket.
This isn't Santa Jaws.
Some disturbance here. Pardon me, sir. Did you see what happened?
Yeah, I did. I was standing over there by the tomatoes, and here he come, running through the pole beans, through the fruits and vegetables, naked as a jaybird. And I hollered over to Ethel. I said, "Don't look, Ethel!" And it's too late. She'd already been in since.
Here comes.
Boogie dad, boogie dad.
There goes.
Boogie dad, boogie dad.
And he ain't wearing no clothes.
Oh, yes, they call him the street.
Yeah, I thought so.
Boogie dad, boogie dad.
Fastest thing on 2 feet.
I have this on vinyl.
He's just as proud as he can be of his anatomy. He gon' give us a peek. Oh, yes, they call him the street. He likes to show off his physique. If there's an audience to be found, he'll be streaking it round, inviting public critique.
This is your Action News reporter once again, and we're here at the gas station. Pardon me, sir. Did you see what happened?
Yeah, Dave. I was just in here getting my tires checked, and he just appeared out of the traffic. Just come streaking around the grease right there. Didn't have nothing on but a smile. I looked in there, and Ethel was getting her cold right.
I'm looking at Rob to see if he'll get mad if I. You want it up?
It's too late.
For the whole song?
She'd already been moved.
Did we do that?
I don't know. You might get taken down.
Where's Santa Jaws?
Okay, you can take it down if you want. So this is The Streak by Ray Stevens. I believe it was a #1 song in 1974.
Number 3 in on the country charts here.
Yeah.
#1 in the UK.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
it's a huge song. I have
It's a
the vinyl.
novelty song.
It is a novelty song.
How old are you in 1974 when it comes out?
I was 8.
And how hilarious is this song to you?
This was the very first 45 I ever was purchased. Actually, my grandpa bought it for me
In 74?
in 74.
Because Santa Jaws is 75.
I know. I have this picture of my. Remember when you used to have those little 45 cases where you hold all your
Yeah, of
records?
course.
I still have the picture of my index, and I have Santa Jaws, and I have Mr. Jaws, and I have The Streak, and I have Elton
Amazing.
John, and I have Donnie Marie, and I have Queen Bohemian Rhapsody.
Nice.
But the Streak was the very first 45 I ever got, and I was thinking about it, thinking. I had albums already. I had The Partridge Family. I had Sesame Street. I had Liberace. But this was the first time that I heard a song on CKOC, and I was like, I want that song. So my grandpa took me to Zeller's, and they had all the top 40 slots, all the little slots, and you get the record. Yep. And all I wanted was The Streak. So I think for me, it's profound because it was the beginning of my journey of thinking what I hear on the radio, I can actually have that record. And it's like the magical thing of...
you realize, I can, on demand, I can play this song. I don't have to wait for it to come on 11:50.
No, I can drop the needle whenever I want.
Yeah.
So, whenever that song
Shout out
starts...
to Haywire.
Yeah, whenever that song starts, I get that magic feeling it's the weirdest thing. It's such a dumb song.
That's profound
But it
song.
says a lot about me and my sense of humor because I've always loved stupid comedy.
And it went to #1, you said?
Yeah, #1 in the UK.
#1 in the UK, #3 on the country charts here in North America. I don't know
But did
about
it chart
Canada.
on the Billboard Hot 100?
For sure.
Yeah, I'm sure it did.
We'll find out what it peaked at. Come on, do your job
it's
here.
not, it's not on
I
it.
want to say, and Bob might have the same memory since we're only a couple of years difference in age, but I remember
74, it was number 8.
ads on TV with Ray Stevens selling his greatest hits or something.
Yeah.
And that's when I discovered The Streak.
Yeah, but here's the other thing about The Streak in 1974. So when I was 8, I was obsessed with the movie The Exorcist, which had come out, and I never
too young
saw
for
it. Of
that.
course, I was too young. My mom bought me the paperback. I never really read it, but I wanted it, and I was scared shitless looking at it on my bookshelf. But then she let me stay up late to watch the Academy Awards that year, and there was a streaker on the Academy Awards. So streaking was the thing. So
the baseball games.
Yes,
streaking
exactly.
was a big deal.
And I went streaking with my friend Bob down the street by the public school, and my babysitter caught us, and it was very embarrassing.
funny.
So streaking has been a part of my life.
#1 on the US Hot 100, #3 on the country,
Wow, number
12 on adult contemporary,
Yeah.
RPM Canada #1, RPM
Don't look,
country
Ethel.
#1,
Yeah.
adult contemporary #1, UK #1.
Wait, but slow down, because the big chart we've been talking about for pop hits is that Billboard Hot 100.
Yeah.
Imagine
It's
a
number one
novelty. I know it happened back in the day. I don't think it happens. Well, I don't know. I don't think it happens much anymore. But
Every song is a novelty now.
Every song's a novelty. But #1 for a novelty song is
the
wild.
year-end chart for Canada, this was #2.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, #2
Ridiculous.
year-end for 1974.
Yeah. Yep.
That's great.
When you were talking to Fred Mullen, he was talking about Mr. Jaws. It was similar. I thought Santa Jaws, but Mr. Jaws had come out as well, which was a song where they took excerpts of all these other pop songs and strung them together like a.
But that wasn't him, right?
No, that wasn't him.
No.
But Santa Jaws, and he sort of in passing mentioned the fact that the side B of the single was all Christmas carols, but like with a shark theme.
Right.
That was my favorite side, and I never forget all those songs that.
Well, who picks the topic for December? Maybe we can kick out some Christmas themed songs and you can play it.
Yeah,
I do. Okay, well, who's picking the topic today? You, Rob?
No, I believe it's you.
I don't think so.
Because I did one, and then
I
Bob
did the last one. I did
last?
songs where the title's not mentioned in the lyrics.
Oh, that's right. It is your
I'm
turn.
sure it's you, Rob.
Yeah, you're right.
I'll be thinking about it
Think
right
about
now.
it during the episode. Okay, I think you handled the topic nicely.
Thank you.
That song at that age hits you, has a profound effect
There
on
you
you.
go.
So I think that's a good example. And
Thank
by the
you.
way, there's no wrong answers today. That's why I
No.
said we can even have dupes. In theory, we could have all kicked out the same 3 songs because it's
right.
a subjective thing or
Right.
whatever. So Bob closes because he picked the topic, which means, and I hope I haven't, I hope I'm not being redundant, but you only, your life, of course, we've done a lot of episodes. We're going to probably play songs that have a profound effect on you. And I'm sure I've played this, but I'm going to play it again.
Good.
Yeah. Go.
Everyone considered him the coward of the county. He'd never stood one single time to prove the county wrong. His mama named him Tommy, but folks just called him Yellow. But something always told me they were reading Tommy wrong. He was only 10 years old when his daddy died in prison. I looked after Tommy 'cause he was my brother's son. I still recall the final words my brother said to Tommy. Son, my life is over, but yours has just begun. Promise me, son, not to do the things I've done. Walk away from trouble if you can.
Rob, tell my daughter Morgan I wore the toast earring today.
I love it.
I forgot it last month.
Yeah, no, it looks really good on you.
Maybe I'll wear it every day.
You should.
I want to be as cool as Bob Willette. Okay. So, this song.
Have to fight to be. A
Don't
man.
worry, YYZ Gord. You haven't missed anything. We're just starting here. You missed most of the show. I'm just catching up. I'm seeing here. The streaker's name was Robert Opel.
Oh, on the
there
category.
you
Oh,
go.
and he died at 39.
Oh wow.
I'm sad to hear that. Canada Kev doesn't remember Dr. Demento playing the street, but I don't know what to say. I don't remember that necessarily either.
See,
but okay.
Leslie remembers Mr. Jaws on the line because we're the same
Cousin
generation.
Jano,
Yeah.
who I was spending time with at TMLX20, I believe loved Santa Jaws, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
So this is a Kenny Rogers song, Coward of the County, and written by a couple of guys named Roger Bowling. That name's going to come up again in a minute. And Billy Ed Wheeler. And it was released in November 1979. It was the second and final single from the album titled creatively Kenny. They called it Kenny. It actually, speaking about the Hot 100, the Billboard Hot 100, it went to number 3. So this is a crossover hit for Kenny Rogers. This is a pop hit.
In what year was that?
79.
79.
Late 79.
Imagine what that chart looked like. I'd love to see that week's chart.
I love
looked
those
at-
charts.
Yeah.
That's why, like we growing up in the 70s, like, I mean, of course, I remember vaguely early 70s, late 60s even, but the variety of music is hilariously cool.
Yeah.
I think it's just ridiculous.
I know I've told this story on Toronto Mike before. I'm going to tell it again real quickly. But in here, of course, this song, which I know Bob Willette also a big fan, and I'll tell you why it's profound to me. But there's a reference to the Gatlin Boys. There was 3 of them, okay? It was long, believed that was a reference to the Gatlin brothers, okay? And there was a tension, like a feud. We're talking like Tupac and Biggie Smalls here. There was a feud between the Gatlins and Kenny Rogers. But then Rogers went on the record to say he was unaware of the connection, and if he had known about that connection, he would have asked for that lyric to be changed because he didn't write those lyrics. But Gatlin himself later claimed in an interview, Larry Gatlin I'm speaking of, he said in an interview that Roger Bowling, who wrote this song, held a personal grudge against him for unknown reasons. And Gatlin stated that when Bowling won Song of the Year for Lucille in 1977 at the CMA Awards, the Country Music Awards, Gatlin approached Bowling to congratulate him, and Bowling said, "Fuck you, Gatlin."
I love it.
So he thinks that's why Bowling put in a reference to the Gatlin brothers.
That's so funny.
Cool. And I think I've told you guys, you need to Google Norm Macdonald talking about the Coward of the County.
Really?
He was on a podcast talking about it, and it's so hilarious.
Oh, wow.
So do you want to hear a song previously written by Bowling that might remind you of Coward of the County? But this song is by an artist named Billy Joe Spears. Any of you two familiar with Billy Joe Spears?
No.
Mm-mm.
So give it a moment.
That big old moon is shining down.
Roger Bowling wrote this.
Tell me now, don't it remind you
And I listened to it a couple of times. It's called Blanket on the Ground.
of a blanket on the ground?
And this song is all about basically this woman is trying to get her husband to fuck her outside under the moonlight. Like, let's fuck outdoors. That's what the song is about. So I guess they're like middle-aged couple and
Blanket on the ground.
She wants to make love in the moonlight. Okay.
I love this song already. This is the fucking best. Yeah. Horny MILF.
She just like, let's do it outside. She's like, yeah, we're married, but we're not dead.
So he wrote this, though.
Yeah, so Roger Bowling wrote this. He's the guy who wrote Coward of the County. So growing up, I had no older siblings. I don't remember, I actually don't remember a lot of music around. I know I had these golden oldies cassettes, and I had a big fondness for 50s and early 60s, early rock stuff. And then I remember hearing a certain Kenny Rogers album, a greatest hits. My mom would play it over and over again. It was the only album I remember her playing. It's kind of weird to talk about this. I talked about this when Kenny Rogers died. I phoned her up and I talked about it. But in a nutshell, I would hear this greatest hits by Kenny Rogers, and I actually started to really like the songs. Lucille's on there, and Gambler, and Lady, the Lionel Richie song there. But Coward of the County was the song I liked the most because I liked the story. I was like, this is a wild story. It's like his dad says, don't fight. Then he has to fight. It's like sometimes you got to fight to be a man. I just thought it was a rad story, and I loved Coward of the County. So perhaps hearing Coward of the County all the time as a young boy helped me fall in love with music because I've been in love with music ever since.
And these kind of storytelling songs, once you like one, then you're open to the possibility of enjoying so many different
country
ones.
music never took for me. I never really got into country. I just like.
You like the Eagles? Do you ever like the Eagles?
Not I don't think I've ever purposefully purchased a piece of media that had Eagles songs.
Okay. Because they're, in the 70s, it was a little more fluid as far as the genres went anyways. You would call it country rock, but it was still pop or whatever. And it didn't need to be defined so well. But if there was a good story to it, like these kind of songs, then you think, well, it sounds more
they
country.
would cross over. Eddie Rabbit would be one with those are the songs that would, Heartache Tonight is a very country sounding Eagles song. No, things were crossing over all the time. And that's my grandparents were huge country fans. I have so much classic country.
And Ray Stevens with the Street Keys, a country dude as well. Yeah. That whole idea of telling a funny story.
Song is only a country song because there's some hicks in it, right?
Yeah, no, but Ray Stevens was pretty.
Ray Stevens is a country artist.
He did a real country kind of stuff as well.
I don't think I know enough about Ray Stevens. I thought he was like a novelty guy.
I don't think any of us know enough about Ray Stevens.
He had a beautiful song called Everything Is Beautiful.
Why do we call him Weird Ray Stevens?
That's true.
He's not as weird as Al.
Who can name this artist?
Is this Lady Saw?
This is Sister Nancy.
All right.
Give it a moment here. This is cool, actually. I like this.
Really good.
And he said Tom was only 10 when his father died in prison. I was his auntie, his mother, bigger sister, oh man. His daddy said, promise me, son, never to do the things that daddy
Wow. All of a sudden, she's got a southern accent. Ooh.
Someday you gotta grow to be a man.
Yeah.
Someone
Exactly what I was thinking too.
Sister Nancy, everybody. A little
What year is that
here.
from?
82.
Wow.
It's cool jam, and it's called Coward of the County. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. She calls it Coward of the Country.
Funny.
But you can hear some Coward of the County in there. Absolutely. Okay,
like
Bob
it.
Willette.
Yep.
You chose this topic.
Yep.
Maybe during my next song, I'll
Yeah,
explain
okay.
some
Sure.
of my struggles with this topic.
Yep.
But let's hear from you, my friend.
Oh, you were doing your next song. Okay, so for me, when this hit me, it was the idea of songs that had a profound impact on me. The first thing that I thought about, what are songs that I've listened to a ton? I have that ADHD thing where I can listen to a song over and over and over again. Like just hit repeat. I remember when we got our very first CD player, and you put it in upside down, but it had a repeat, all in a repeat one.
Wow.
And I loved the repeat one.
Right.
It even had an A-B repeat. You can actually make a little.
Dude, we're the same. I had the live version of Billy Idol singing Moni Moni.
Yeah.
But it was the live version. I had a 45 of it,
Yes.
and I recorded it to a cassette because I would walk to school and back. But I put the same song over and over.
You recorded it over and over
funny.
again, yeah.
So the mix was just Billy Idol's live version of Moni Moni over and over and over again.
I did the same thing once with a tape, and I made an Al Jarreau song over and over because I used to run to it, and it was the perfect tempo for running.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So I purposefully wanted to do songs that I've never kicked out before, because I know we said that before, because there's lots of songs that I've talked about, but I have to start with the band that everybody's expecting me to play.
Oh, I love this song.
Fucking wonderful song, Bobby. Also in my wedding. The second wedding.
Okay, I assumed.
Yes, I understand that every life must end. As we sit alone, I know someday we must go on. Oh, I'm a lucky man to count on both hands the ones I love.
Favorite lyric.
Some folks just have one, yeah, others they got none. Stay with me, yeah, let's just breathe. Practiced on my sins, never gonna let me win. Under everything, just another human being. Yeah, I don't wanna hurt. There's so much in this world to make me breathe.
I don't know how much we want to listen to it.
All of it.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Yes, this is Just Breathe by Pearl Jam. Really, it's Eddie Vedder's song, and the guys played around it. I remember hearing this song. Now, obviously, I've been moved emotionally by Pearl Jam songs of my entire life, as long as I've heard Pearl Jam. I thought, when I heard this, I was like, in my head, I'm like, they don't have any right still making music like this after 20 years. Like, it's 2009. They've been together since 91. And I'm like, bands bands traditionally don't write music this good this far into their career together. They're just, like you could say, Rolling Stones' Steel Wheels, fine, but it's not great, right? Nothing they've done, and this to me is a great song.
It's a great song.
I think it's objectively a great song.
Yep.
Even if you don't like it, like Pearl Jam, this is an objectively great song.
Yep.
The lyrics are emotional, the production's amazing. So it started off. Eddie Vedder did some scoring on the Into the Wild soundtrack, the movie, and that movie I think is a beautiful movie.
I like that movie very much.
So I actually, my bonus is a scene. It's a very short scene, but I don't know if he won the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor, but Hal Holbrook is an actor, And he has a scene in there, and it is one of the most powerful.
He did not win.
He didn't win. You're right.
Into the Wild.
Into the Wild, and Hal Holbrook has a scene in it with the kid who plays the main, and it is one of the most. I'm gonna spoil it right now if you've never seen it, but it is one of the most powerful scenes I've ever seen on film in my life.
I meet you on the other side.
Ooh, good timing.
I had an idea. You know, my mother was an only child, and so was my father, and I was their only child. So when I'm gone, I'm the end of the line. My family will be finished. What do you say? You let me adopt you. I could be, say, your grandfather.
Could we talk about this when I get back from Alaska?
No!
Would that be okay?
Talk about it now.
Yeah. That's I wanted to kill the kid when he fucking said that in that movie. I was so Hal Holbrook. It's quiet acting. It's that type of it's not theater. It's not, but it's up close, and he just, you see his eyes well up, but not in any bullshit way. It's just it moved me so much to have that come from this. This song comes from that same movie, and for me that's one of the best pieces of acting I've ever seen in my life. So that acting is
very good. It reminds me of acting you would get from somebody like Richard Farnsworth. Okay, so you'll see that kind of quiet acting. I know exactly what you're talking about, Bob. You see it in The Natural, and then he did this. He had a rider mower, and he had to ride it into. I can't remember the name of the movie. It'll come to me in a minute. But Richard Farnsworth. Shout out to Ridley Funeral Home. But Hal,
I think Hal's passed away too. Isn't
shout
he?
out to Ridley Funeral Home. Yeah, he was a quiet. I'd see him, and I want to say
he's a very character actor. He was not I didn't know him until the movie, and then you find out. Oh, okay, cool. Like the guy's all.
But what is Designing Women? Wasn't he a regular on Designing Women?
Hal Holbrook.
Yeah, I think he married.
When you look at him, he's a comedic actor. He was more of a comedic actor, and when you see him, you're like, oh, okay. But it was unbelievable. He had a one-man stage show.
Mark Twain. It was all about. That's where I know him.
Samuel. Yes.
Twain Tonight or something.
Yeah, he won the Tony. Yeah. Anyways, he for me is just like that's some of the best acting I've ever seen in my life.
That's cool.
He lived in 95. Good on him.
Wow.
Good on Hal Holbrook, by the way. So that is a song that I will just now in any day put on and listen to it over and over.
I forget how beautiful
again.
You know how I know that song? I did a gig in 2013 with Kristen Milioti, she just won an Emmy Award for The Penguin.
I asked you to get her on Toronto Mike.
I can still get her on.
Yes, of course.
I'll still get her on. She just won an Emmy Award.
How I Met Your Mother. She's the
she's the mother.
The mother.
But anyways, I played bass in her band. We did a couple of gigs in New York. We played at Lincoln Center.
She's in The Penguin.
She was in The Penguin. Yeah.
Oh wow.
But she did this song. She did Just Breathe.
Oh, wow.
And so I didn't know the song.
She didn't know, and she covered it.
She did a beautiful. I'm going to find a recording of it. I'm going to send it to you.
Because you weren't at my wedding, Rob. If you were at my wedding, you would have heard the song.
Really? By the way, for me to say I didn't know Hal Holbrook. I mean, I've seen stuff. I didn't realize like he was Deep Throat in All the President's Men. He was He was on The North and the South.
Okay.
He played. He was on
The North.
He was in Wall Street. Yeah, he played The North. He was in Wall Street.
Yeah.
He played like he was.
But he was quietly.
He's
good.
a character actor,
and that bit of acting is some of the Anyways, it's just I like I said, for me, I'm one of those people. The hair stands up on your neck, and you get chills. Okay. I get chills with everything I'm doing.
What's profound? Like, what's interesting when you describe this topic? I have a friend named Brent Jensen who is a good friend of Blair Packham.
I met him at Blair's house.
Did you meet him? So he's got a podcast called No Sleep Till Sudbury, and the tagline for his show is music that makes your skin vibrate.
There you go.
And he gets guests on who pick like 5 songs that are super meaningful, and it's the same kind of thing. But I love that. You get that feeling.
That's
right?
it. And so for me, there's so many levels to why I love that song.
Yep.
And that acting is part of it, but. Again, the song itself is beautiful. The instrumentation, Eddie's lyrics, and the production, and then on top of that, like I said, you shouldn't be writing stuff that good that late, you know.
Right.
I agree 100% with everything Bob Willette just said. I never say that on Tony.
No, it's true. It's to do. Write it down. Mark it.
So on the live stream, I want to shout out people who are there really quickly. I want to shout out Moose Grumpy, who's there. It's always good to see Moose. I saw her at TMLX 20. I didn't see either of you, but I saw Moose Grumpy, so I was happy. She tells me the Lawnmower Richard Farnsworth movie that really affected me was called The Straight Story. So find your local Stella Plex server and find The Straight Story. Richard Farnsworth, who I just revisited The Natural when Robert Redford died.
Yeah.
So he's great in that too, of course. VP of Sales tells me, because I was going there, but
Oh, yeah.
where is it
Hal
here?
Holbrook was married to Dixie
Carter. Yeah. So I remember Hal Holbrook from, I used to watch a lot of Designing Women and married to Dixie Carter.
Wow.
And he goes, any Designing Women talk makes me think of looks like it's Splitsville for Delta Burke and Major Dad, which was a very funny Simpsons line I also loved. But also, fun fact, they're still together, Major Dad and Delta Burke here. Mike says Hal Holbrook was in the classic TVM, that Certain Summer, TV movie, that Certain Summer. I'm doing the math here. Vedder's Hard Son. So, yeah. That's a great debate to have. I like the original. I feel like, is it Joni Mitchell doing backups on the original Hard Son?
I don't know.
Because that's Indio. I'm doing this off the top of the lid here, but this is an artist, a Toronto singer, I believe, who went by the name Indio. Hard Sun was all over, CanCon and everything, was all over our radio. And I remember background vocals, and I thought it was Joni Mitchell. Somebody can fact check that for me. Richard Farnsworth will always be Matthew from Anne of Green Gables.
I'm just looking that up. I did not know that. I just watched that with my daughters.
Really? He's got the blue eyes.
And that's Richard Farnsworth?
Yep, that's Richard Farnsworth. I remember this too.
Laura and I have been going on about how good Matthew was. I didn't even, and we both love that. I got to blow my, that's a mind blow to me right now. Thank you very much.
So hello again to Canada Kev, who says Vedder's Hard Son is better than the original. That's to be debated. They're both good. Leslieville, of course, we've talked to Leslie. I am Frank. So Frank, good to see you out here. Come out to an event. I don't think I've met you. Cha-Cha, is that how she's pronouncing this? We know who she is. I've met her. She came to a TMLX event. Some guy named, I was going to say Burlington Rob in Bob's basement. They're in the room with me.
Those guys are here.
Andy, it was great to see you at TMLX 20 last week. It was always great to see you. VP of Sales, I'll see you Friday. YYZ Gord, who showed me a photo. He was climbing mountains and shit, and he still found a way to join the live stream. Wow. It was good to see Gord and Tom at TMLX 20. Hope to see everybody at TMLX 21. Let me get to, is it my turn? Where are we? No, it's your turn, Rob. Set up your second jam.
All right. Second jam, it's a very meaningful song to me, and it had a profound influence on my life.
That is the topic of the day.
That's right. It's about, and you can just play it.
See how long it takes me to name it.
I knew something. You have some classical piece? No?
Nobody likes piano.
Yes. I thought it might have been. It sounded like.
I thought it'd be Ben Folds or something. Yeah. Is there lyrics in this song?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Because I don't know this song. Rob's more cultured than Bob and I.
Could I ever explain this feeling of love? It just lingers on. The fear in my heart that keeps telling me which way to turn. Clothes they are wet, you shower from the rain. No
It's a song called Night Porter.
Thanks for saying very good. It means a lot.
It's by the band Japan.
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful. This was a side 2 song on their album called Gentlemen Take Polaroids, which came out in 1980. And I had this on a mixtape. So for me, what becomes a profound image with this song is like driving in my car. I had a Volkswagen Bug and I was 16, turning 17. And my first feeling of independence, and I made a mixtape of like all this music I fucking loved. So there was an Elton John, Blue Eyes was on the radio at the time. This was by like 81, 82.
This would have been a CFNY jam.
This was totally a CFNY jam.
Was it on the radio? You said it's a B-side.
No, it was on side 2 of the album.
Oh.
And it was released as a single later, but I just knew it as the song on the record that I loved because there was piano. And I was taking piano lessons at the time, and I was learning music by this French composer named Eric Satie. And this music was sort of inspired by him. And Gary Newman had also done a piano song, a cover of a Eric Satie song actually on the B-side of a single. So all my worlds were like colliding at this time. And I was in the Spoons, and we were recording, and we had recorded a song, an album with the producer of this song. So John Punter was our producer, and he produced a couple of albums for Japan.
Wow.
So I would listen to Japan and think, oh my God, we're going to work with this guy who's worked with this cool band. So this song always takes me back to like my cassette tape in my car driving and my first feeling of like independence in my life, like doing shit I really love to do.
It's amazing. It's a really good song. So it's interesting.
Beautiful.
It was originally on Gentlemen Take Polaroids, but then it was remixed and released as a single in 82.
Yeah, they released they sort of did a weird remix of it that I never really liked as much as this.
Yeah.
This is much more like thoughtful with the piano and the oboe and stuff. But then they did it later again. But yeah, it's just, for me, it's one of those songs where when I listen to it, I'm there. I'm like somewhere in my life.
Yeah.
You know, it takes you
immediately brings you back to that moment.
Totally. But especially because of a stupid cassette. Like I had it on the beginning of this cassette tape, and it was always married to this Elton John song, Blue Eyes.
So you have
those two always go together. Nice. It's so funny. Yeah.
It's great.
I remember stories from David Marsden, for example, where Japan would come to Brampton or whatever, and they would go to eat with Japan or whatever. A band I really know nothing about, except that the CFNY guys from back in the day were big fans.
Yeah, they really were, and they never had huge success, and then they broke up like after they made like their 3rd or 4th album. They came to Toronto once. They played at Ryerson College or whatever in the auditorium there.
Wow.
I think that was
Polytechnical Institute.
It was the Polytechnical, that's right. But they did like 1 or 2 nights there, and it's like one of those infamous Toronto stories for people who know Japan. They're like, oh my God, they actually came to Toronto and played.
Yeah.
And it was one of those things where if you were there, it's like the Police at the Horseshoe, you know?
Well, yeah, thousands of people at Police at the Horseshoe.
Exactly.
Now, okay, so this band's called Japan.
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm thinking there's a band called Asia.
Yep.
There's a band called Europe.
Yep.
There's a band called Toronto.
Yep.
We should be kicking out bands named after geographical locations.
China Crisis.
Yeah, that's right. China Crisis.
Wow. Okay.
There was a band.
There's a band called Kansas.
There was a band called
Chicago.
America. There was an America.
Yes, there was an America. Yeah, that was the Neil Young impersonator.
That's right.
Been through the desert.
Produced by George Martin.
Name. Wow. Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I just know when I was a kid, it sounded like Neil Young.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
That's great.
You know.
Oboe. Is that an
There's a
oboe?
little oboe in there. Yep. Yep. So for me, like as a teenager, because I was playing piano at the same time, like as loving pop music and being in a band and stuff, I feel so fortunate to have been able to really appreciate this kind of stuff as well. I love music that's more like thoughtful. But I mean, that Pearl Jam song you played, it gives me that same vibe. Yeah. There's something just about beautiful songs like that, you know? Magic.
Absolutely.
Magic.
Okay, well,
Love
see,
it. See, that's profound. Had a profound impact.
Okay, so this
so
topic,
easy.
as I hear this unravel here, it's the pro and con is the same thing to me. Like what's good about it is we all have to get personal and share stuff from like our own personal lives and inside or whatever. But that's also the reason I don't love it is because I feel like, oh, how does that apply to the masses? Like it's like when you're kicking out. I know. So
that's
I'm
exactly
saying,
why they listen.
So the pro and con are the same thing.
Well, the secret to creating art is that the personal becomes universal. And sometimes you have to be very selfish in a way and think of yourself when you're creating.
And if I may, as somebody who works if I may, as somebody who works in an industry that has forgotten that it's the personalities, it's the stories that people care about. Yeah. You have every goddamn song in the world in your pocket. So if people aren't going to listen to us, even when you're giving a song, a topic that we're picking songs, you've told Rob he can't pick songs that he just found out about. So
That's right.
You already told him you can't. It has to be something.
It's totally the opposite.
Yeah.
That's
So
right.
you did tell him that. So people are listening. So we do tell those stories.
Right.
So you're just being a whiny bitch.
No, I'm not being a whiny bitch, Bob Willette. I am now.
It's just a challenge. It's a hard challenge.
I'm speaking to the reason I didn't love this topic, and that
you're not.
I know it's okay. Sometimes I am a whiny bitch, but I'm now going to kick out a song. I feel like it's funny that I'm the one of this three of us that are going to kick out this song, but I'm kicking out a song that I actually never seek out, and I haven't sought out in decades.
Suck it out?
Just sought out, right? Yeah. So because maybe this will be part of the story. Maybe I'll just start playing the song that everyone's heard 1,000 times, maybe 1,000,000, and then I'll bring it down and tell my story. But this is what I'm kicking out, Rob Preuss.
Is this the real life?
Happy birthday, Rob.
Come on.
That's why I thought we might all kick out the same song.
Really?
I could have kicked out that Pearl Jam song. It was in my wedding.
Open your eyes, look up to the skies and see.
I'm going to play 1 minute.
I'm just a poor boy, I need no sympathy, because I'm easy come, easy go, little high, little low. Anyway the wind blows doesn't really matter to me.
Okay, everybody's heard Bohemian Rhapsody, okay? You probably heard it this week. Okay? Jeez. All right. It's funny. I've never purposefully sought it out, but I feel I hear it all the time. It's just a song that's like in the zeitgeist. It's always around. Bohemian Rhapsody. Oh, you played the Muppets version recently.
I did last time, actually.
Okay, yeah. I feel like we kick out Bohemian Rhapsody every second episode of Toast or something like here. Okay, so a little bit about Bohemian Rhapsody, and then I'll personalize it, and then a little bit of info for everybody. Stuff that you should know, you don't know, because I didn't know. Okay. This is a band called Queen.
What?
This is the lead single from Queen's 4th studio album. It was called, and Rob's like, we know all this, but I'm telling people like Lieve Famke who don't know all this. Lieve Famke, I was introducing her to somebody who was at that event last week, TMLX20, whose name is Rita. And I said to Lieve Famke, I said, this is Rita, lovely Rita Meter Maid.
Yeah.
And Lieve Famke looked at me like I was talking a different language. And I looked at her, and she looked at me like, what words are you saying? I'm like, lovely Rita Meter Maid. So that was new to her.
Wow.
So I'm just no longer making assumptions.
Yep.
Okay. The album's called A Night at the Opera. Came out in 1975. Did you buy this vinyl, Rob Preuss?
You better fucking believe it.
And so you bought this alongside Santa Jaws.
Yep. And I went first. I went to buy the 45. I got the 45 as well as the album.
I'll bet this is
10 years old.
I'll
Magic.
bet. Okay, Freddie Mercury wrote this.
Yeah.
It's like almost 6 minutes. It's like 5 minutes and 55
How
seconds.
many key changes? How are there? Like how many key changes? How many? Any tempo changes?
Yeah. So I'll talk about how I discovered what it meant to me, but what I think I liked about it, and Freddie Mercury went on the record to say that it's 3 songs. He wanted to put out 3 songs, and he just put them together.
Yeah.
Like, this is 3 songs.
Yeah.
You've got this ballad at the beginning, you've got this rock thing, and you've got this, like,
sort of what the
opera.
Beatles used to do when they would just mash shit together at the end of, they just do that.
Abbey Road.
Yes, exactly.
Yep.
Here comes part 2.
Yeah, so
all of a sudden it's a new song.
And I know that Rob Preuss has shared this fun fact on Toast, but I'm going to do it again in case somebody didn't hear it. This song was originally titled Mongolian Rhapsody. Mongolian Rhapsody, I think it's good that they changed it. I don't know. I think Bohemian Rhapsody is better. But this was called Mongolian Rhapsody. 3 songs stuck together that Freddie Mercury made.
And Roger Taylor, side note, fun fact, Roger Taylor, the drummer, is actually singing the real high parts in this.
And not
Freddie. Like, he just did all the high Galileos. And at the very end of this section, when he goes, for me, the highest for me is Roger Taylor. You'll enjoy how high it is. It's ridiculous.
Rob, what does this mean? I was reading that there were they had to bounce the tracks across 8 generations of 24-track tape.
Yeah.
So they had 200 tracks of overdubs to make. This song was quite the effort.
Yeah, because when you're recording the tracks, you got to mix things together onto a new track to leave room. Okay, here comes the for me's. Wait, listen. Here he comes. project. Here he goes. Yeah, beautiful.
I feel like I wish I had heard a podcast that did this, because we've all heard this song thousands of times.
Yeah.
This song is everywhere. Unless you hate fucking music, you've heard this thousands of times. Okay? Pre-Wayne's World, with Wayne's World, just it's everywhere. But there's references, and I just want to tell people what these mean, because we all sing along to it. We all know these words. I'm not sure we all know what these words mean, okay? So you ready to play a little bit of a little trivia so people can seem smarter?
Yeah.
Next time they hear the song, they can tell their friend what it means. Okay, so Scaramouche. Do you guys know what's Scaramouche?
It's a restaurant in Yorkville.
What is that restaurant called?
Scaramouche.
Yeah.
Scatterbush. Oh, it's a different
Scatterbush is a Jack Astor's kind of place.
Okay, because there was a Scatterbush near Sherway.
Yeah. Okay.
Scaramouche. Okay.
Scaramouche is on
Bob, do you know who's Scaramouche?
I think it's a dance, isn't it?
No, good guess though. Okay,
Oh,
so
go with the Fandango.
Scaramouche is a stock clown character
Oh.
from the 16th century Commedia dell'arte.
Right.
So it's a Scaramouche. That's a real word this
Yeah.
guy's saying, and it means something, okay?
Will you do the Fandango?
What is Fandango, Bob?
That's a dance.
That is a dance. That is a lively partner dance that originated in Portugal and Spain. So we got Scaramouche, Fandango. This one I think we all learned in school, but I don't want to make any assumptions. Maybe Live Famke is going to learn right now. Who's Galileo?
The philosopher?
Astronomer.
Astronomer?
He absolutely, astronomer is a correct answer, but he's also been called the father of modern era classical physics. Yeah. He was also called the father of the scientific method, modern science.
But his name is not actually Galileo Figaro.
No, it's not. It's Galileo or something. He's the father of observational astronomy.
Yeah.
The Catholic Church, fun fact, condemned Galileo because he asserted that the Earth revolves around the sun.
They were the original delusional denialists, because he's like, look through the telescope. And they're like, we don't want to look through the telescope. We don't want to believe you.
I met somebody for the first time, and I like this woman very much, and I enjoy conversations with her, but she's an actual flat earther. I've never met one in a while before.
No,
Seriously?
really?
Have you ever met an actual flat earther?
No, not
Maybe,
somebody who
but I don't know.
actually believed it.
Yeah,
Or nobody that would say it out loud.
And then when I would bring up some obvious things we know, there's answers to everything.
Yeah.
And now she sends me DMs me on Instagram.
Oh, cool.
Videos from wackos who are proving that the Earth is flat, which is a wild little thing. Okay, Figaro. Who is that guy?
Figaro was the cat in Pinocchio.
Yeah, also a character from The Barber of Seville.
Oh, yeah, that's
The
right.
Marriage of Figaro, and The Guilty Mother. So this is a trilogy of plays that had the character Figaro on it. Okay,
Interesting.
and Beelzebub, we probably all know this, but no assumptions. Beelzebub is basically Satan.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
Satan. Okay,
Yeah.
and Bismillah. Okay, Bismillah.
God willing.
What is that?
It's an Islamic Arabic.
See, you knew this, Rob.
Yeah.
I think I did not know this until I did
Bismillah.
my research here. Bismillah is an Islamic phrase that means in the name of God, the most gracious,
Bismillah.
the most merciful.
Yeah. There's another phrase that they use that's inshallah, which means God willing.
Oh.
It's like, if you speak English and you say God willing, it sounds okay. But if you say inshallah, people are afraid. But it shouldn't be afraid.
Okay, so we're going back to the early 80s here. Let's go back to, because I did not have a copy. I've never owned a copy of Night at the Opera. So but there was a 1981 Queen Greatest Hits album.
Yep.
And one night, there was a stereo in the living room, and I was leafing through my father's record collection, and I found this 1981 Queen's Greatest Hits, and I liked the cover. And what I did is I just started playing all the songs. So I'm actually just going through both sides of, I can't remember if it's a double album or not, but whatever was on this, I think it was a single album. But I found this song. This is way before Wayne's World. Okay, so we're in 81 here.
Wow.
And I found this song, Bohemian Rhapsody, and I had a record player in my room too, because at Consumers Distributing, I had the double cassette thing and then a radio thing, and there was a record on the top or
You're
whatever.
rich.
And I guess I was. What did that retail for? Thank God it was in stock.
It's true. You'd have to wait after
Amazing.
filling out all that paperwork.
Oh, and this Consumers Distributing, where I bought this, I think it was Citizen, I think is the brand.
Sounds right.
Probably, yeah.
I remember distinctly it being on Dundas. Maybe in my mind, I can remember it being a little bit east of Jane on Dundas. So somewhere between Jane and Runnymede on Dundas Street West is when this Consumer Street was. But anyway, this song Bohemian Rhapsody blew my fucking mind. So it had a profound impact on me in terms of my love of music, because it felt like it was a bunch of songs put together to make one song.
Yeah.
And it was so exciting to me. Like I was get my brothers to listen to this song I discovered. Like I didn't know what happened in 1975.
That's cool.
Born in 74.
Yeah.
But there's another song a few years later, several years later maybe. I'm working at the CNE, and there's an album they keep playing which has a song on it. I'm just going to play some song because when I heard this song, I liked it in the same way. And I consider these songs are like epics, basically. These are like epics. Bohemian Rhapsody, and I'm not going to play much of it. But this song...
Oh, yeah, sure.
I mentioned it.
I almost kicked this out. Right.
That's right.
Almost kicked it out because we just spun Bat Out of Hell on a CD player at the 1989 at the CNE.
Did you?
And
That's cool.
yeah, like it was on a repeat, I guess, hitting repeat, like Bob said. And this is the song where I was like breaking down the parts like I used to do a Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah.
So the 80s start with Bohemian Rhapsody, end with Paradise by the Dashboard Light, and I fucking loved. And then nowadays, neither song do I ever seek out, but I loved the epic nature of these larger than life songs that have
and you know what it
songs
is?
in one. There's multiple songs in this Paradise.
But you know what makes it profound for all of us, I think, too, is the first experience that you have.
Yeah, the emotional feeling.
Yes.
It brings you back to that. Yeah,
Especially
you could picture yourself at the CNE.
Yeah.
You have a very visceral reaction to it.
And me, Bohemian Rhapsody, the first time I ever heard it on the radio when I was 10 years old. And it's one of those things where I can remember being in my bedroom listening to the clock radio and it was CKOC, and hearing the opening of the song. And just that opening, I was like, what is this? I never heard anything like that before. And you had that same experience.
Same experience.
Yeah.
And shout out to Paradise by the Dashboard Light because fucking epic.
Yeah.
Like, and it just was so much fun as I think I was like 15 or whatever I was.
Yeah.
But, okay.
Classic.
Good job.
And shout out to the guy calling the Yankees games.
That's right. Classic play-by-play. Yeah, I don't know, but he got him to do it.
Scoot?
I don't know.
Shit, I know this name. It'll come to me. But he did a great job with the... he's rounding. Oh, my God, he's going to score. Holy cow.
Right. Holy cow, I think he's
Phil
going to make
Rizzuto.
it. He's going to steal
Rizzuto.
He's going to steal the
nickname.
base.
Scoop?
It's Phil Rizzuto.
Phil Rizzuto.
Didn't you have a nickname?
I don't know.
Oh.
Scoop or Scoot?
No idea.
I'll look it up.
Stop right there.
Yeah. Boom, boom, boom.
Okay, so...
Good job.
Hold on.
That was a good one for you because I'm surprised you picked out
What?
Queen.
It's your birthday, buddy.
No, it's good.
Nickname of Phil...
Oh, really? That's important?
Yeah, because I think it was... I want to think it's Scooter or something. Oh, yeah, it is Scooter. Okay, I'll make sure I'm not losing my fucking mind.
Scooter
My brain health is important to me. The Scooter was his nickname.
Yeah.
Phil Rizzuto. Shout out to Ridley Funeral Home. Died
We're
in
almost daring him to
2007.
pick him off.
Amazing song. And we'll just listen and dissect it together. Maybe that'll be an episode of Trying to Make.
There
Okay,
you go.
Bob.
I just wanted to let you know that the sea scallops at Scaramouche are only $54.
You mean Scatterbush.
Yeah. A couple reasons I picked this. I've mentioned this band before here on the show. I don't think I've ever played them, but I wanted to include something that's fairly recent that isn't like just from like a epic memory that has had a profound effect on me.
Okay.
I was woken by a bang, and I could already taste the pain, the sudden fear that grips and shakes you when you face the truth. Whose sofa was this? Where were my shoes? What did we do last night? I don't remember leaving Nathan's house. Oh yeah, how could I forget why my pants were soaking wet when we'd been pissing ourselves laughing at the news? Did you see it too? It was incredible, they played it on a loop. We couldn't believe it. Basically they discovered that there were others just like us, other beings, other creatures, other planets and other species who had other gods that they believed in, and they interviewed all of them, and every one of them, not one could give any hint of a clue what they were doing here either. It's all so pointless, it is, and that's beautiful. I find it humbling, sincerely. When you're gone, it brings me peace of mind to know that this'll all just carry on with someone else. Something new. No need to be blue.
So I want to hear the end of the song, but I'll talk over this part. So this is a band called Yard Act, and this is Yard Act, and they are out of Leeds, UK. It's from 2022.
Wait, you're telling me that band is British?
Yeah, I know, it's hard to believe. And they my buddy David Allard, who's a big music guy, he had tickets to see them at the concert hall, and I was just This was last year. It was November, and I'd been unemployed from January or February to November. And this song, there's lyrics in this song. I love. You'll also hear existentialism kind of theme through all of my profound songs.
Are you okay, Bob?
No, I'm not. Far from it. Thank you. So there's a whole part of this song that just gave me hope, and I listened to it over and over and over again. So I want you to hear the end of the song, if it's okay.
What's the name of the song again?
When it swells? Because I see I have a bit.
A little bit before that.
Bob,
yeah.
Reminder to you, you know this already, but you've got a beautiful family.
Yes, of
You're
course.
loved by many.
Yes, thank you.
Your health is okay?
Yes,
because you look amazing. It looks good to me. I don't know. I'll check your records in a moment.
Okay, now we hear this.
Death is coming for us all, but not today. Today you're living it, hey, you're really feeling it. Give it everything you've got, knowing that you can't take it with you, and all you ever needed to exist has
Always been within you. Give me some of that good stuff, that human spirit. Cut it with 100% endurance. It's just crazy.
So cool.
Is that a harp?
Yep. And they played it live on stage too. They had a harpist.
It was a year ago that you sent me the text of this album. You were like,
right.
you need to listen to this.
So yeah, they're so good live. Oh my God. So what happened was my buddy said, hey, do you want to go to the show? I'm like, sure, why not? It's a Monday night in beginning of November. And it's got this amazing, I started listening to them, and their biggest hit was this at the time as their number one song. So I listened to it, and immediately it had an impact on me. The idea of things carrying on with someone else, the idea of take somebody, we missed that first line, but that line is like, take somebody by the shoulders and shake them and tell them death is coming for us all, but not today.
Yeah.
It's okay.
That's
so. Oh, this is are you onto this? Are you onto my bonus now?
No.
Yeah, you are.
No, I'm not.
Oh, this is the end of it.
Because I have to actually physically play the next thing.
Oh,
but
sorry.
Mike, Tobias Vaughn says that he saw these guys live last year, and it was an amazing.
I was at that show.
Yeah,
they only came here. They played twice. They played once over at like a little place on I think Parts and some whatever.
Scatterbush.
Yeah, Scatterbush at Sherway Gardens. And they played there. They were amazing live. But that song to this day. I make my kids listen to it, and they're like, "Dad, you really love this song." I'm like, amazing. I do. I said, and they asked me why, and I said because it's. I think it's actually a very hopeful song, and I think it. And I think a lot about. I actually read and think a lot about existentialism. Existentialism.
Now, Bob, I'm curious. Is this tied to your industry of choice?
Oh, 100%. It was. Yeah, of course.
So radio, like there may not be room for someone as talented and creative as Bob Willette in the world of radio in 2025.
I don't know if that's why there's no room for me, but there might not be room for me, and to dedicate a very large portion of your 50 years on this earth to something and realize they don't want you was very, very hard for me to deal with. And and you know,
but
and
they suck. Like, I mean,
well,
it's not like
I mean, that's fine. They suck, but I still
without you.
Well, that's fine. They suck, but I still have bills to pay. Right, so I got to figure that shit out, right? So, and that's what the existentialism
Thank
part
God for
of it
Mrs.
is.
Willette. I know that's not her name, but
so
Rob, did you hear the update from Bob on Bob's Basement?
I did not.
No, he hasn't heard it yet. So you're bigger. You like
Bob,
me better.
we're going to find out who likes Bob better because I listened to it.
I'm going to listen while I'm driving today.
It's basically like a monologue from Bob Willette.
Oh, wow.
And I kind of think that's a good vibe for you. I feel like a lot of people are listening.
I don't know how many people want to listen to me for 20 minutes.
20 minutes is a good amount.
It really depends what you're saying.
Yeah, I played a little. So
good. They will.
What I did in there just to show how much I love what I do is I found these old cassettes of me. Interviewing like celebrities based on. I had Bill Cosby. I'm 13 years old. Me, horny Bob.
Still his hero.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Still my hero.
Wait, interviewing Bill?
Yeah, me interviewing Bill Cosby I'm 13 years old and I'm using his comedy albums.
Oh, that's
I'm queuing up his.
Yeah, like Al TV or weird.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So I've been doing this for a long time. Anyways, that song still to this day. It's on my Spotify, and I bet you it's going to be in my top 10 this year.
Wow.
That band because I listen to them all the time. I also have the vinyl now.
Is there
too,
a
which
station
is great.
in Toronto that would play Yard Act?
Indie 88 would have back in the day, but they don't.
Good?
When they were not doing well in the ratings, that's the problem. You can't play for the cool kids because there's just not enough money.
I know CFNY taught us that when they.
Yeah, you can't do it. So I understand why the radio station sounds the way it does, and I'm happy to be a part of it. I just hope they want me to be a part of it. That's all. But yeah, I don't think anybody would play. It's bad. It's too bad because they're a phenomenal band to the point where our next it's not a mind blow, but this is their version of the song that Elton John did with them. Elton John loves these guys from Leeds. So if you hear
I could already taste the shame, the sudden fear that grips and shakes you when you face.
I love the bass on it.
Whose sofa was this? Where were my shoes? What did we do last night? I don't remember leaving Nathan's house. Ah yeah, how could I forget why my pants were soaking wet when we'd been pissing ourselves laughing at the news? Did you see it too? It was incredible. They played it on a loop. Basically, they discovered that there were others, just like us, other beings and other creatures and other planets.
There's Elton's piano.
Who had other gods that they believed in, and they interviewed all of them.
And he sings too.
One of them is true. None of them had a single clue.
He approached them.
Really?
Wow.
Either. It's all so pointless. It is. And I find that humbling, sincerely. And when you're gone.
Every time I hear a British accent in a song, I think of the Streets.
I think so. I think the same thing. That's so funny.
Someone else.
Dry your eyes, mate.
See, it's neat to hear Elton do like he's doing a lower line. Like he's doing the harmony. He's not doing the melody.
Everything's already happened. Time is an illusion.
Anyhow,
beautiful.
That's how good they are. Elton,
so cool.
who I think we all have respect for, to say the least.
Yeah. I fucked up my the intro to this episode, so I just need to correct something on the public record here during the first episode of October 2025. So I shouted out Waterfront BIA because I love those guys. There's an episode from last week about Waterfall Festival.
Yeah.
Check it out. Loved my 4 months with them. But I completely forgot to shout out the wonder that is Nick Iones, and he was at TMLX20, who is returning.
Is Nick back?
Nick is back, baby!
October 1st.
October 1. See,
you want to play my AI jingle?
See, I need the PJ team here. I need somebody to come help me here. Oh, I had a chat with Travis Danraj, by the way.
Look what's behind you, Mike.
What's behind me?
Toronto skyline.
Oh, yeah, I never took it down. Okay, I knew Nick would be back. So... Two great podcasts from Nick. One just had a guy named Keith Stein on. He owns the Toronto Maple Leafs baseball team. And the Keith Stein episode was stellar. And that is called Building Success with Nick Iones, the Building Success series. Check it out, man. Nick talking to Keith. Keith says some lovely things about yours truly. That's why I have to recommend it. But welcome back, Nick Iones. And shout out to Doug Mills from Blue Sky Agency. Blue Sky Agency is the official distributor of Silence, quiet, comfortable, and customizable office pods. And if you want to have a conversation with Doug about your workplace environment, your office, he's eager to chat with you, especially if you're looking for dynamic and creative work environments. He's Doug at blueskyagency.ca. I already know Rob Preuss is the biggest fan of Life's Undertaking from Ridley Funeral Home.
I love the new episode.
I love that you love the new episode. We record every 2 weeks in this very basement, Brad Jones and I, so subscribe and enjoy.
Why don't you do it in the basement of the funeral home?
A lot of dead bodies around.
Yeah, that's my point.
Find out where the bodies are buried.
Yeah, well, they're going to be.
That's right.
It's not like there's going to be nothing, is it?
Bob, how bad is this existential crisis? I can get you a deal at Ridley Funeral Home.
Oh, yeah. You know what? I probably should start thinking about it, Turning 50.
Talk to Mrs. Willette about this.
Yeah.
Again, January, you said?
January 18th.
Can you take a note, Bruce?
Yeah. Actually, I have a friend of mine. She, do you go ahead, take your note. Yeah. But January 25th, my very good friend Sarah and I share a birthday, like a week apart. She's the biggest Lowest of the Low fan, and I was like, I wonder if I could reach out to Ron and pay him to play her birthday party. We've been talking about it because
Ron does that.
She's a very successsul HR person. She's the one who's organizing that the Govan Brown. Oh, I was going to give away those tickets.
Do it now.
Oh yeah. Okay. So there's a company called Govan Brown. They're a construction company here in Canada. They built.
They built this city.
Yeah, you got starshipped. Sherway Gardens. They've done a whole bunch of stuff there.
Scatterbush.
Yeah, Scatterbush is what they've
Will
done.
you do the Fandango?
Yes. But on if anybody would like to go, to see they do an annual. It's their 7th annual Curapalooza. Although it's for Make-A-Wish Foundation. It's at the Phoenix Concert Theater on. Let me just get the date exactly. October 23rd, Thursday, October 23rd. I've got a pair of tickets to give away. You can email.
Wow.
You can email me, Bob at.
Is the Cure playing?
No, it is actually Danny Greaves of
Danny
The
Greaves?
Watchmen,
Wow.
opening for Big Wreck.
Wow.
So that's amazing.
And it's $75 a ticket to buy at the Phoenix Concert Theater, which is a really good deal, by the way, to see a band like Big Wreck.
Wow.
I'll wait till this goes out to everybody. But you can email me at my bobwillette@gmail.com. I'll put you into a draw, and if you want to go, I'll hook you up with a pair of tickets. But Curapalooza, it's really cool. Go to the Phoenix website. Buy a pair of tickets. It goes to a really good cause, and it's a fun little party. They had Sloan there. They've had Sam Roberts. They've had Arkells. They've had Metric.
Wow.
Yeah, they've had great lineups. And I've helped. I would like to say I helped my friend Sarah organize it.
Yeah, that's cool.
A couple.
I really love that too.
And Mike will go. And Mike said he'll go if I go.
I did say that.
As it stands right now, I am going.
So Danny, I love. He played at TMLX events.
Yes.
Great guy.
But I'm serious about my friend Sarah and I maybe doing a co-birthday thing and maybe having Mr. Hawkins come and do some stuff.
That sounds really cool.
I don't know, but I don't want to go through an agency. I want to go direct.
No,
Yeah.
I can you can totally go. He'd love you to go direct and book that if he's
because then it's not money out of his pocket.
No, he does that. Like he plays people's living rooms.
I know, and it's something that we've been talking about. So I didn't mean to bring it up on air, but here we are.
No, I'll take my normal 20% and we'll make this happen.
So there you go. So anybody, bobwillette@gmail.com. If you would like to be entered for a free pair of tickets to see that show on October 23rd, I'll do the draw probably in a week or so.
So, thank you for that. Big Wreck has some great jams too.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Is Thornley in that band again? I can't remember.
Ian Thornley is the lead singer of that band.
No, he left. Didn't he leave?
No, he didn't. No, they weren't. They never performed without him.
He went solo.
He signed with 604.
So what band replaced? 3 Days Grace replaced their.
Now they have both.
I wonder how many people confuse those bands in my head. Like they're similar, like Big Wreck and 3 Days Grace.
I think Big Wreck for
they're
me.
They're both Canadian. Big Wreck's out of Boston or something, but the lead singer's Canadian.
Yeah, no. 3 Days Grace is a little heavier and a little later. I think that song is still that those guys are associated with me with I Mother Earth and Our Lady Peace. That era, they're a little bit past it. Like 98, I think, is when that song came out, but still.
And I Mother Earth
Blown
also
wide
replaced
open.
their lead singer.
And they've done. It was I Mother Earth and Sloan last year. Actually, was Curapalooza.
That's cool.
That's cool.
These are all my bands. You know that.
So
Okay.
so it's going to be fun, and it's a good cause, and it's the Phoenix, one of the best places to see a show in the city.
410 Sherbourne Street.
410 Sherbourne Street.
See it while you can. Who knows what the plan is?
Oh God! Yeah, no
Although
kidding.
all developments are paused, so a lot of these
Everything's
places that were
paused.
earmarked to be blown up are like, okay, we're going to go another 10 years because we can't sell these.
They're building too many. Yeah.
That's why you listen to Building Toronto Skyline with Nick Ives.
That's right.
He gets all that information.
All comes back to Nick.
So, Bob, before we get to the last jams from everybody, we're going to go to Rob in a second here. Since you're only, not to minimize it, but you're on Indie 88 Saturday and Sunday.
That's it right now, yeah.
But you're not on Monday through Friday right now. No. And I'm wondering, does that mean you're going to spend more time on Bob's Basement?
So here's the thing. They've offered me to do some sales. I mentioned that on and I'm very much thinking
with Joe
about
Middleton?
it. With Joe Middleton and I are meeting tomorrow, actually. Mr. Was he Etobicoke Joe?
Mimico
Joe. Sorry, Mimico Joe.
And that man bikes.
But I am all yes, he does. But I'm also meeting with the owner of the company and saying, okay, where are we? What's happening? Because I absolutely am so passionate about being on air, and I think I bring a lot to the table. So here I am. What now?
But I don't know if everybody is a salesperson. I mean, you're a charming, charismatic guy, so you could do sales.
I've been told I would do well at sales. I don't know if I have the passion for it. That's the problem.
But you might have a quota and all that shit.
No, I won't. I'm free. We've already talked about the terms. I'd be freelance. Whatever I sell, I get a certain percentage, and that's it.
Can you bundle things like, okay, you get Indie 88 and Toronto
Mike?
Right.
Hey, if I can,
I need Bob out there selling Toronto Mike.
Right.
Well, if we sell that, we sell Bob's
What
basement
percent
too.
do you get from the DD8? Well, yeah,
The MVP
You can
of
always
sales.
sell Bob's basement, but
I've never made a dime off Bob's basement yet, so I've never tried to either, though.
But you can make money by selling Toronto Mike. Take that percentage
There you go.
there. This is the future of Bob Willette. We've saved your life.
Well, there you
Existential
go.
crisis over.
There you go.
Rob
There you go.
Preuss.
Yeah.
Sorry, that was a
Did
long
you
time.
do your? Are we all up?
It's our last one.
Are we all hitting the last ones now?
Yeah,
You
I just
got it,
did.
buddy.
Yeah, because I did.
It was
last.
you.
Somebody's
All right.
paying attention.
I got
here.
one more to go. You got one more to go. He's got one more.
As Paula Cole said, we love the tangents because the tangents are what keep the show thriving and alive.
Tangential Mike.
Tangential Mike. That's right.
Nice.
So
Did you
this
play
is
it? Is that
this-
your?
Is that your intro to your song?
No, this is
Maybe
my last
wink
jam.
at me when I can press play.
Okay.
This is the last time that I will say these words. I remember the first time.
Travis?
First
No.
of many
Good guess.
lies. Sweep it into the corner. I hide it under the bed.
It's got to be Britpop or something. Some kind of.
But they never do. Something I wasn't sure of, but I was in the middle of something I forget now.
Yeah, Keen. You know what? Travis and Keen also very similar. Somewhere only you go. Are they Irish?
No, English.
This is the last jam for Rob Preuss.
That's right. So this is Keen. This is the last time. It's from their album Hopes and Fears, which came out in 2003, 2004 era. And I had a hard time picking a song from this album because for me, it's the whole album is my sort of profound,
Is
meaningful.
this the Somewhere Only You
Yeah,
Go?
that's on that
Is
same
it
album.
No or Go?
This is literally this is track number 2 after Somewhere Only We Know.
Okay.
But the whole album to me is fantastic. Like I loved this so much at that time.
My first wife loved this album.
Really?
As I recall.
That's funny because I discovered this album and I was newly single at the time.
Oh.
So I was living in New York. I'd already been doing Mamma Mia on Broadway for a couple of years. And I had moved I moved across town and I was living alone. I was newly single for the first time practically since I was 17. So this song for me reflects a moment in my life where I was like, what the fuck am I doing with my
Right.
life? Another midlife crisis. And I was like 38, 39. Actually, I was 39.
You don't like those round number birthdays.
That's right. And I used to like listen to this on my, the iPod was brand new at that time, right? Like, so I would load up my iPod with this album and I would go for a run along the Upper West Side Highway in Riverside Park by the Hudson River. And it's one of those associative things for me where this music just takes me back to that time in my life. And it was meaningful because I love this album. I love his voice because it reminds me a little bit of Freddie Mercury.
Yeah, I can hear
Shout
it.
out to Bohemian Rhapsody and Your Jam. And he's just got that high range, and I love the piano on this music. It's all about the piano, and I saw them play live a couple of times in New York.
I've seen them once.
Well, you know, the singer had some addiction issues, and they sort of went away for a while, and then they came back. But I think I think they're still together now. They don't quite hit the highs that they hit at this point.
Are they a one-hit wonder?
They were several hit wonders in England,
No,
especially.
I mean in this.
In America.
I think they're like the Verve. I think they're a one-hit wonder.
Yeah.
They had Lucky Man too.
Yeah, but only on
Yeah.
CFNY.
No,
like there's that, like Lucky Man. Nobody else. If you listen to Chum FM, you don't know who.
No, that's right.
But you know what Bittersweet Symphony is.
Exactly.
Same with this. You know,
I would
somewhere.
say Keen for Somewhere Only We Know is really, that's their period.
Yeah.
And it's so you could call them a one-hit wonder, but they're one of those bands. If you like the band,
They've got way
you
more
know
than
them.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Verve
That's
is.
like
I think.
A-ha. A-ha has many hits in Europe, but on this side of the pond,
Take On You.
people only know
Take On Somebody.
Take Me On.
And I
Take
mean,
Me On.
I would say
Take On
I
Me.
would say a secondary would be Sun Only Shines on TV.
Yeah.
But again, only CFNY.
That's right. That's right.
it. Only
Yeah.
CF. It's because we had a cool radio station.
But
That's
good
what-
that you referred to Travis as well, because I feel like
got
the
a
early,
Travis sound,
the early
for sure.
2000s.
Why does it always rain
yeah,
on me?
but it was also that was that early era Coldplay
also one hit
sound.
wonder, maybe Travis.
Yeah, here for sure, absolutely, 100%.
Yeah.
Yep, not in England, but yeah,
Right.
Yep, for sure. This is the lyrics are beautiful.
They're beautiful.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the lyrics. I
remember Keane very well.
I saw them open for Robin of all people.
Did you really?
Yes,
Wow.
it was a weird one of those V fests that didn't do so well.
Yeah.
It was down at the time the Molson Amphitheater, and they were terrific. And obviously Robin was amazing. I love Robin.
That's cool.
So much. But yeah, very
amazing.
cool.
So that was a meaningful, profound.
So you did it. The most personal topic in toast history, and you did it.
We all did it.
Well, I haven't gone yet.
Okay. You're doing it.
So Bob's closing. So it's funny you mentioned. What did you mention? It's funny you mentioned Bittersweet Symphony, because here's my final profound jam.
Love that French horn.
I saw her today at the reception, a glass of wine in her hand. I knew she was gonna meet her connection at her feet.
Do you know who played that French horn?
Footloose man.
No.
Al Cooper.
That's really.
Always get what
He's
you
also
want.
playing piano and organ on this song.
You can't
I didn't know he played French horn.
always get what you want. You can't always get what you want. But if you try sometimes, well, you might find you get what you need.
All right, so I'll start talking about the song. This is You Can't Always Get What You Want by the Rolling Stones, and this is from Let It Bleed, their 1969 album. Hearing it now in the headphones, what a great fucking song.
Yeah.
Bob, it's a good song, right?
Well produced.
Well produced.
Very unique.
Jimmy Miller, by the way, on production.
It's a great song. Yeah.
Great song. Okay. I was just sharing, Bob, when you were taking a leak, I was sharing with Rob Preuss. That's some inside baseball here. Al Cooper is the gentleman who plays that French horn in the intro, and he also plays piano and organ on this thing. But you can hear these congas and these maracas and the tambourine, and that's Rocky Dijon, okay? So a little shout out who's playing on this song here. So I will just read a quote from Mick Jagger, because I think it speaks to how this song comes together. But Mick Jagger says, "You can't always get what you want" was something I just played on acoustic guitar, one of those bedroom songs. It proved to be quite difficult to record because Charlie, that would be Charlie Watts, couldn't play the groove. So Jimmy Miller had to play the drums.
Wow.
I'd also had this idea of having a choir, probably a gospel choir on the track, but there wasn't one around at that point. Jack Nietzsche or somebody said that we could get the London Bach choir, and we said, that will be a laugh. Well, it happened, everybody. We happened. Okay, so I'm just going to remind myself of the extra songs I have here. Oh, yeah. Okay. Some fun facts coming up. So, similar story to my Queen's Greatest Hits story, which is in the same record collection I would leaf through looking for something to check out. I found Hot Rocks. Hot Rocks, everybody knows this possibly, maybe not, is like a double compilation album. This is like all the big Stone songs from 64 to 71. So it's all on this, like it's greatest hits basically up until 71. And I would play through it. One song, Paint It Black was one song I gravitated towards. I could have probably kicked that out. I really liked Paint It Black. But this song, I just thought it was such a beautiful song. I liked everything about this song and really had a profound effect on me.
You like the big long songs?
Yeah. Maybe. I did. Anyways, you notice all my songs are from like when I was younger.
Right. Yeah. It's okay.
No song has had a profound effect on me in many decades. This is what we're learning here. So
that's again comes back to why it's your first impression. When you hear something as a child, it's more. There's less information coming into your head.
Like I'm not sure the song ever went away, but it absolutely had a resurgence when The Big Chill came out.
Yeah.
So this song is used rather effectively in the opening scenes of the movie The Big Chill. Can anyone here name the actor who played the dead guy? Because they're all gathering for this funeral. Who played the dead guy in the Big Chill?
Wasn't it Kevin Costner?
It's Kevin Costner. Yeah. Points for you here.
Excellent.
Okay. Absolutely. So not a lot of mind blows here really, but there is an interesting belief at the time, I suppose, which is I mentioned. Okay, I'm going to do a couple of things really quickly here. By the way, I just watched the Gimme Shelter documentary, and they list Keith Richards as Keith Richard, and I swear to you, I'm watching this just the other day, and I had seen this on TVO back in the day, but I didn't pay attention to this. I thought it was a typo. I'm like, oh, they fucked it up. They called him Keith Richard. His name is Keith Richards. Yeah. And then I found out, I had no idea. I know I shared this in the WhatsApp chat, but I had no idea that Keith Richards went by Keith Richard.
Isn't that weird?
For a long time.
Yeah.
Did you know that, Bob?
I did not.
No, well, you'd have to know it by seeing something like an old documentary because we weren't around. So Keith Richards went by Keith Richard, but his real name was Keith Richards, and he changed it back, I don't know, late 70s or something. He's like, no, I'm fucking Keith Richards, and that's the only way I know him. Keith Richards. So I mentioned Jimmy Miller. Jimmy Miller had to do the drums on this song because Charlie Watts couldn't.
So what happened when they played live?
I don't know. I guess then Watts does it. I don't know.
Well, not now.
Here's a fun fact about Jimmy Miller. A little bit of a fun fact, I think. I'm going to play a song here. So, a couple of fun facts here. You Can't Always Get What You Want was originally the B-side of this song. But the other fun fact I wanted to share with you two.
Let me guess. Jimmy Miller's playing the cowbell.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yep. I knew it.
Yeah. This cowbell is Jimmy Miller.
Wow.
Producer. Fuck. Bob, you blew my big line there. Oh. Amazing. Good song too. Okay,
it's a great song. Laura's mom loved this song. Laura's mom, who's passed away, she didn't. Like, she was a very reserved woman, but if you're at a wedding and this came on, she was up.
Wow.
I'm thinking about Laura's mom here.
Remember we did we do Problematic Jams?
Yes.
Yeah. Then Brown Sugar I kicked out because Brown Sugar, which is heavily featured in this Gimme Shelter I was watching again, and my kids watched it with me, and you see the murder. Like, you see the Hell's Angel guy stabbing the guy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was caught on footage. It's quite a reveal at Altamont Speedway. They say that's the day the 60s ended, don't you know? But okay, Brown Sugar's such a great problematic lyrics, but what a fucking great song Brown Sugar is. Just shutting it out. Okay, so I'm going to play a song because a lot of people said You Can't Always Get What You Want was basically the Rolling Stones doing their version of something the Beatles did. And there was a consensus that, the Beatles will do something like groundbreaking, and then 6 months later, the Rolling Stones would kind of copy it or whatever. This was like a perception in the 60s, and I just thought it's interesting that this song...
Hey Jude, don't make it bad.
This song heavily inspired Mick Jagger when he was writing You Can't Always Get What You Want. Mick said, I liked the way the Beatles did that with Hey Jude. The orchestra was not just to cover everything up, it was something extra. We may do something like that on our next album. He said that, and then this was the on the next album, and a lot of people compared the spirit of You Can't Always Get What You Want to that of Hey Jude by the Beatles, and I just thought that would be a fun little capper.
Somebody gonna sue somebody over the vibe of the song.
Right.
Well, now now I'm thinking of Bittersweet Symphony, but it was what's his name, Klein? It was
Alan Klein, yeah.
Alan Klein, who had ownership of the song, yeah. And it was Oldman's orchestra, right? What's his name? Oldman?
Andrew Loog Oldham.
That's him, Oldham.
Yes.
Oldham, and that was the version that they looped for Bittersweet Symphony.
That's right.
What a story that was. Okay. All right, Bob Willette, the stage is yours to take us home.
We'll just start it, and then I'll give you a little story about it.
That sounds like a fucking plan. Here we go.
And any man who knows a thing knows he knows not a damn thing at all. And every time I felt the hurt and I felt the giving getting me up off the wall, I'm just gonna take a minute and let it ride. I'm just gonna take a minute and let it breeze. I'm just gonna take a minute and let it ride. I'm just gonna take a minute and let it breathe. How did Mandela get the will to surpass the everyday when injustice had him caged and trapped in every way? How did Gandhi ever withstand the hunger strikes and all? Didn't do it to gain power or money, if I recall, it's the gift. I guess I'll pass it on. Mother thinks it'll lift the stress of Babylon. Mother knows. My mother, she suffered blows. I don't know how we survived such violent episodes. I was so worried. It hurt to see you bleed. But as soon as you came out the hospital, you gave me sweets. Yeah, they tried to take you from me, but you still only gave them some prayers and sympathy. Dear mama, you helped me write this by showing me to give is priceless. And any man who knows a thing knows he knows not a damn thing at all. And every time I felt the hurt and I felt the giving getting me up off the wall, I'm just gonna take a minute and let it ride. I'm just gonna take a minute and let it breathe. I'm just gonna take a minute and let it ride. I'm just gonna take a minute and let it breathe. All I can say is the worst is over now. We can serve the hard times, divorce, it's over now. They try to keep us out, but they doors is open now. Acorn is getting awards and covers now.
Oh, it's an edit. Good. That's good.
And still repping the S.
All right. That's Kanon Troubadour, one of my favorite albums of all time. I've kicked out some stuff from him before. That album was given to me early by Chris Garcia of Universal Music. I was the program director at Proud FM, but I was already working out of 5312 Dundas Street West, I guess, out in Etobicoke. Or not Etobicoke, still 416 proper there, because it's on the...
Well, Etobicoke is 416
You're right. It's on the east side of the 420.
I'm sitting in Etobicoke right now,
Sorry,
Bob
it's on the east side of the 401. Is what I was... Anyway, or of the, where the 427 comes down. Anyhow, and the first single was not Wavin' Flag. It was something else. I remember taking the album home and listening to it. I think it was ABCs. This was the first single, which is, I think, the first or second track. Anyhow, I listened to that album in two songs immediately. Well, a bunch of Fatima, this song, and obviously Wavin' Flag. And I immediately started playing Wavin' Flag on Proud FM before it was a single, before they had plans. So I got in trouble for it from Universal Music. But this song I heard, and it really resonated with me, mostly just for the line of any man who knows a thing knows he knows not a damn thing at all. And that would be mostly because, again, in my existential crisis that I constantly live through, I am constantly thinking about how people see me and how I'm seen. And I always used to joke. I used to say to people, again, when you're a leader of a team, you try to tell stories. I was like, when I was 21, I didn't think I knew everything. I knew everything. I'd come out from hanging out with Humble and Fred, and I was just like, I was king shit. And I knew everything at 21. And then by the time I reached 40, and it's right around when this song came out, or I guess, no, a little bit younger than that. In my mid-30s, I realized, God damn it, I don't know anything. And this song, Any Man Who Knows a Thing Knows He Knows Not a Damn Thing at All, just hit me at the right time to go, you know what? You really have to give it all away. Get your ego the fuck out of the way and just be like, you don't know anything. And then now, as I'm approaching 50, this song still resonates, and I listen to it a lot still, but I've come to a conclusion of like, okay, I know a couple things, but I don't know everything, and I want to learn more. And I think Kanon's the kind of guy. I've only met him once. I've seen him a few times live. He's one of my favorite artists. He's the kind of guy I think who's always learning, and to the point where he's blackballed from the industry pretty much. You know, he wrote an op-ed after this third album. He wrote an op-ed in the New York Times and basically called out Universal Music for forcing him to write lyrics that had more white names, and he hasn't released music since.
Wow.
Yeah, you can look it up. It's still out there.
There's a term I heard on another podcast. They'd bring up somebody like Bill Cosby, and then they'll say the sentence. They'll say scandal noted, like because they're going to get all these notes. So there's a Kanon scandal noted, in that he was charged with sexual assault in September 2024.
Well, so that was, I'm not even talking about the 20, maybe, I know he was working with Mr. Jarvis Church,
absolutely.
FOTM.
We talked about that.
He was working with him, so I actually am not.
Gerald Eden.
I have to be fully open. I'm not aware of that.
No, there's no details even, except that he was charged.
Right.
Again,
so charged is what?
He's innocent until proven guilty. He's charged with sexual assault in a Quebec City courtroom.
Oh, I know nothing of that. I have to admit that's the first time I've heard that. Yeah, we'll see. I'm still not going to change whether or not that's a profound song to me.
What is the name of the song?
It's called "Take a Minute."
I like.
It's on Troubadour.
Wow.
Yeah, and so it's just one of those. Any man who knows this, I honestly think that's one of my mantras.
Wow.
Is any man who knows a thing knows he knows not a damn thing at all.
And I want to tell the listeners there is a Bob Willette Kicks Out the Jam episode before he was a member.
Did
of
I already
the
use
Toast
this?
crew. Yeah, well, not on Toast,
sorry.
but no, it's not a sorry because that's not Toast at all. That's you kicking out the jams. You had your 10 songs. Rob did this as well.
Yeah.
I kicked out one of my songs on our very first Toast that I ever did with you guys as well.
Oh, yeah?
I used Night Porter for whatever the topic was. Yeah, I was looking back at my notes. Yeah, in December of 2022, I think it was the first Toast I ever did with you guys.
Hey, there we are.
Long intro. When are we getting the new... Because I know I mentioned Lieve Fumka a few times because we all love her. She's an FOTM Hall of Famer, but she wants you to deliver on your promise.
I know, I'm gonna.
A new intro.
It'll be this month. Actually, maybe for the next one because we're coming up on the 1 year anniversary.
Are you now on the record saying that for November's Toast, we'll be hearing the new intro?
Yeah. Yes.
Sorry, not intro, outro.
Outro.
I'm not changing my intro.
That's right.
Okay. But
yes, I will give it to you because
you're saying that.
I'm saying that now. Yes, I've now put it on the record.
Now, since we're putting things on the record, I want to say, Bob, I've come around. That was a great topic, and I enjoyed it with you guys. Even though a little personal.
You guys did great.
Yeah,
your selections were all amazing.
I loved the Journey picking.
Oh, you should have.
Nobody played Journey. Yeah, nobody played any Journey.
Don't stop. When I watched the Sopranos finale, it profoundly affected me. But we need to hear Rob Preuss.
Yeah.
What is the topic for November's
Toast? Or do you need time?
I don't need time.
No, you don't get time.
I don't get time.
Bob, you don't get fucking time.
I've been thinking, and I've decided. Now, you sort of had two possibilities last time, and but you then felt convicted for one.
Yeah.
I've got two that if you guys want to have an opinion on, I'm going to say either food jams or sports jams.
Wait. We don't get an input. You pick.
You don't?
This is the rule.
Okay, well then I'm going to think out loud.
We have no veto power.
Okay, I'm going to think out loud. So the two that I was thinking of were either jams about food. Could be whatever that means to you. They could be.
Haven't we done that?
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Oh.
It's time to come around.
You don't have veto power.
No, you don't. Sports jams.
Who's this veto guy you speak of?
I haven't thought this.
Vito Corleone.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
What did I ever do to deserve such a dry martini?
Oh, that's really good.
We can do it the hard way, or we can do it the easy way. Stick out your jaw like this on the day of my daughter's wedding.
He's good at that.
Can you do Marlon Brando now?
He's Superman's dad. Do you guys know this?
Do you know Superman's dead?
Jor-El.
Yeah.
Do you know Superman's
song?
song?
You mentioned Chantel.
Superman never made any money saving the world from.
So
we're doing superhero songs?
Oh,
no, Superman. No.
Kryptonite by Three Doors Down.
Yeah, no.
God, never.
You save that for your jams.
And there's 5 for fighting.
Yeah.
What's their song about? They have a Superman song, right? There's a lot of Superman.
We're very. What is it gonna be?
Food jams.
Food jams. Jams. Jams about jam.
Okay, have we done food jams?
No.
I've been checking. We have not done any
jams on toast.
Well, yeah, food jams.
Oh, I can kick out toast.
Don't mention it. Oh. Don't give away ideas now. It can be whatever that means to you. Could be a title. Could be the subject. Could be whatever.
Food jams.
I was thinking of the Talking Heads. They had an album called More Songs About Buildings and the Food. And then I thought, oh yeah, food jams. That might be cool. I don't know why, because I have no idea what I'm going to pick.
Yeah, I don't know.
Don't say anything yet.
I'm going through my playlist.
Chacha likes this. He put food in many exclamation marks.
All right.
Food and sport jams. There's
food and sport.
So food, glorious food, says Andy. So that's it.
Stop. You're going to give them all away.
All right.
November. New outro and food jams.
And that but I do like the length I have for this before it gets to, well, whatever.
You'll have that.
The Mind Blows. So new Mind Blows?
Yep.
Love it. Okay. I'm excited. And that brings us to the end of our 1,772nd show. Go to TorontoMike.com for all your Toronto Mike needs, but please become a member at patreon.com/TorontoMike because I'm actually doing shit there. I wrote there today a lot of behind the scenes stuff. Become a member. Leslie's going to help me make it a fun place to be. Thank you to Great Lakes Brewery. Thank you to Palma Pasta. Thank you to RecycleMyElectronics.ca. Thank you to Blue Sky Agency. Thank you to Ridley Funeral Home. And welcome back, Nick Iones from Building Toronto Skyline. See you all tomorrow, and my special guest is the Toronto Star's Edward Keenan. See you then.